Can we not? Can like I not have like 1,000 programs trying to start at once?
Wait, I'll be right back.
All right. It's mostly that I'd like to fucking close. I really wish it won't fun when I have like a fucking dark mode. Well, that kind of just ended very abruptly, but okay.
I'm back.
Welcome back. There's a message sign real quick. Let's see if we can get an ETA.
2 hours.
I would not be perfect.
I hope John went to sleep.
He's offline, so I would have said yes.
But just means turn his distractions off.
Let's hope he's asleep. What do I want?
Just staying with notifications. Hey,
That was fun. I was getting amused because of how long-lived some of the races are, so I end up writing things like the tender age of 32.
The tender age of 32?
Yeah,
That is not a tender age.
it's a weird elf.
Yeah,
That's
that's quite true there.
It's basically like being 5.
Yeah, I feel that. What am I also for? Right, let's see.
Of course, then, you know, like, for an Aarakocra, that's like, okay, well, you are now an elder.
they don't have very long lives.
No, no, they do not. That's why there's like, is it a Banshee? I think a Banshee has an ability that's like, you roll, I think it's 4d4 times 10, and it ages you by that many years. So I'm just like, so if you're an Aarakocra, you're basically dead. Since,
Or if lucky, a cane in your hand. I mean, if this was an anime, being old makes you stronger.
We ain't an anime.
That's because they're monks, obviously, and by the time they've gotten that old, they've gotten the eternal body thing. Obviously. I think druids do that too, don't they?
I don't fucking know.
Why don't you know, Tom?
I'm not a
don't you
druid.
know? True.
Right, I've ordered my dinner.
Excellent.
So midway through, you'll hear me disappear, come back, and I'll be eating.
Right, so what you're saying is we'll start with what Ragnar's doing, and then when you go away, we'll switch over to what Ozin and Co. are doing.
No, what I'm saying is you'll just switch over to me eating, that'll be fine. It usually is what Ragnar's doing. But then drinking as well. I'm a noble now, do I need to act snobby? Can't do that.
I just imagine
You know,
Ragnar eating in like one of the most sacred places in the city.
I think they'd be fine with it.
you know, I was reading about Druiders in the Sword Coast Adventures guide because I was just refreshing my memory on how some stuff works. And I read a curious little note. Apparently, Druider society is one of the few dwarven societies that frown upon drinking.
Yeah, that's why I'm not liked there.
They're like a very sober dwarves.
No wonder the dwarves don't like them.
It's like, that explains why they've always got a stick up their arses.
Yeah, man. They should drink when they're chill like me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you live streaming right now?
Yeah.
You smell.
We always have a little interim period where we start streaming.
What, and just talk about random shit?
Yeah, it's like the pre-show.
Waiting for the audience never shows up arrive.
Yeah, because you never know. Big Red might be around.
Totally.
He usually turns up.
Yeah, let's hope.
Well, it's been 10 minutes, so
Yeah, that's about time to start. So we'll just transition on over. I've got everything about as set up as I can have it anyhow. So, Hello, and welcome to the Marvellous Misadventures of Leo. I need
Hello.
to actually adjust who's here because, well, obviously.
Yes, because Darkbean's definitely not here. God, could you change the fucking font of those?
No, Simon would have to do that.
I'm gonna tell Simon when he comes on.
Because Simon is the one who made these.
Oh, I know that.
Simon's not actually here, so I'm going to take Dorian off, but I'm going to leave the space because he'll show up at some point.
What music are you listening to?
It's a bunch of copyright-free music that we have so that we don't violate Twitch TOS now.
Okay then, Matt.
Yeah. It's not very upbeat, is it?
I like it. It reminds me of the Clone Wars last season ending.
It does.
That reminds me of Lockdale.
Wait, who the fuck is that?
Who the fuck is what?
Jarl Dorio Blackstone. What's he doing out there? He's not out there. He's in the room with you guys.
Well, thanks for telling us, Brandon, that he's not in there. God.
Just looking at things on the screen. Oh, sorry. I just kind of forgot halfway through the introduction. We were doing the introductions. Joining us today, of course, is Tom.
Hello.
Who'll be playing the lovable Ragnar. And
I don't know what fucking
Kira.
lovable thing you're on about.
Also known as Chris, playing the cheerful Ozen. And later on, we'll be joined by Simon, who'll be reprising Dorian, of course. Lug won't be joining us today because he's been a bad boy and stayed awake for almost 40 hours, so we demanded he go to sleep instead of play with us.
You did. I thought it'd be funny.
To be exact.
I care more about his health than him playing games, which I'd like to have Lug here because he brings a lot of fun, but c'est la vie.
C'est la vie.
Last time, a couple of us went to inform the Jarls of what's been going on in the city. Dorian and Orphir, I believe, went up to the bank, not to the bank, to the insurance office to file a claim. And
Indeed.
some things went down. Ragnar and Lug showed up, and now we decided to go talk to the Jarls.
Yay.
While Ozen was, keeping an eye on things, where we have our elf friends stayed up because
Mom,
there's been a little bit of violence.
Oh, for God's sake. I can take that for later, actually.
I mean, it's like, is it gonna go bad like immediately?
Well, no, it's gonna be fine. It's a subway.
It's like, does it turn into a pumpkin at midnight?
Don't tempt it.
And yeah, you guys got introduced to the three Jarls who are currently arguing about how to deal with things in the city. We had Jarl Doric Blackstone of Highmount, Jarl Grimtau of the White Rock Peaks, and Jarl Dolan Amberbeard of Magmeter.
Aye.
And Ragnar burst in and got announced by the most unlucky page to ever have to announce a Dwarven Lord.
Excuse me, it wasn't that unlucky.
I guess not Dwarven Lord, Dwarven Noble, because Ragnar's lineage is very long. It's like, I imagine he's starting to turn slightly blue going toward the end.
Well, Brandon, you didn't have to make it that long.
Sure I did.
Also, why is your camera off slant?
Probably because it got knocked a little bit.
Fix it then. recommend turn the music down 20% and your own microphone up a bit, says Simon. Fucking join, you bastard.
I can turn the
Oh,
music
Simon.
down a tad.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
Hi, Simon.
Hi.
I guess I can put Dorian's panel back up after just
Brandon,
taking
I've
it
been
down.
subscribed to your channel for 8 months.
I have seen that. Jesus. At some point, Simon needs to make the little things to
Hey.
put up.
Yeah, I do at some point.
Simon, you sound. I hear a lot of reverb in your.
Do what? Ah, fucking.
You're loud. And you're on 90% for me. Which means you're mega loud.
One sec.
You're
And
kind
I'll
of
put you down to 84%.
loud and only very slightly barely.
Also, we need the cards updated and the fucking font changed.
Look, Simon has been working on playing a campaign that I'm planning on.
Your connection to
playing
the server
There
has
we
been
go.
interrupted. What?
Is that any better?
I believe so.
I think Roll20 has deep sixed itself. Oh no, it's a back
That's
now.
what it does.
Yeah.
It does that nowadays.
It does that from time to time.
bro.
We talked about the Jarls. Oh yeah, and Ragnar's really long lineage.
I'd
Mhm.
love to
Got it
post it in
really.
the chat, but it won't be that long.
It's actually so long it can't be posted in chat. It has to be posted in parts.
Mhm.
Found that out last.
Yeah, because I think I posted it in chat and then it got
It was me who posted in chat.
but the point is it got cut off. Spilt a small amount of tea and it makes me unhappy. Also, I got to have this up. So, I don't remember what the Jarls said to you precisely, other than
It was more like, "Hello, what are you doing here?"
I think it was a little more along the lines of, "The bloody devil do you think you're doing here?"
Yeah, sounds alright.
I imagine I'm pretty sure at least one or two of them were a little bit incredulous
That's a
about
word.
your arrival.
That's a word.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Well,
Hello.
go on then. What are you here for?
I forgot right now.
We trying to leave the gates and
Oh yeah.
well.
We're here to request an audience to leave the gates.
Oh right.
we have a massive caravan and we can't leave.
Yeah, they won't let us for some reason. It's something to do with riots. What the fuck is this?
Alright, King it dead. Don't know why. Can't have people just roaming out city.
Yeah, but we didn't kill him. It was this guy. His name is Dorian. He killed him. I don't actually say that. Don't worry. Yeah, but we need to leave. We're here with the peoples of the L.E.O. And we're not here to cause trouble. We just want to leave and live our lives, be happy, and take these refugees back to the Elven kingdoms.
So one of the Jarls, Jarl Grimtau.
Brandon, 1 second. Why do I have an exhaustion level?
Everyone has an exhaustion level.
Okay, I was gonna say it's new now.
It's in case you get exhausted, you can keep track of it.
Aye, no problem. Continue. Sorry for
This handsome fellow, he's like, oh, I mean, that sounds perfectly reasonable, which then immediately causes this fellow to argue, no, you shouldn't be allowed to go until they've concluded their investigations.
And how long will that take?
And that's where the other Jarl, Jarl Blackstone's like, knowing these lot, oh, probably next century or so.
Okay, we don't have that long, so is there anything I can do to allow us to leave?
Well, okay. Give me an insight. Wow.
I know. Those were weirdly good rolls.
A 17 and a 19. Hmm.
Well, that one was crit, because it got a -1.
Oh, of course, because you have minus insight. I forgot you were oblivious.
Yeah.
Basically, the crux of the issue, and you're not really sure where this is coming from in your brain, or why you have any awareness of surface dwarf politics at all. But the crux of the issue is, there's no clear chain of command right now.
Brilliant. So no one's in charge.
Right.
Right. Okay. How about I put myself forward to be in charge? No, I've got to leave. I can't do that.
Well, that's the thing. There's no clear way to put anyone in charge.
Okay. How about this, lads? Rock, paper, scissors. or stone, black rock. Or water. I don't know.
Well, you see, the crux of the issue is this. Right. The leader of the dwarven people
Is dead.
Right. And the next one must be from the line of Dunan. So saith the rune stones. Written by Dunan himself.
So I can't be king.
Well, someone descended from Dunan has to become king.
Well, I'm not descended from Dunan that I know of. I think. My scroll's too long to remember all the names.
Well, it wouldn't go all the way back to Dunan anyway, because he's like the first
fuck.
dwarf. That was like, it's like 15,000 years ago. I'm not doing 15,000 years worth of generations.
I don't blame you. That would be insane.
Oh wow. Okay. You feel some wellspring of knowledge come forth.
Oh, okay. Wow, 95. Fucking hell, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's why I was like, wow, that's really high. Which was why the information is so clear.
Yeah, brilliant, fantastic. Let's hear this information, oh mighty Lord and Savior.
You don't really know where this come from, but you say, well, why not then call for a contest of the hammer, a hammer challenge.
Guys, it's hammer time.
God damn it. And Dolan, being the argumentative man he is, like, no, you can't do that. There's no
Why not?
no valid claim.
We could have an interim leader whilst the decision gets made by a council of the peers. Almost like a...
Well, that's not a terrible idea, but then how do we move from interim to having a thing? It's like, you'd have to have someone descended from Dunan to call for a challenge in the first place.
Do we not have anyone here that's descended from Dunan? Blah, blah, blah.
No, if we did, then we wouldn't have this problem in the first place, would we?
Well, can't we just...
And that's when you go, well, Garhennen. Which if you remember your pedigree scroll is the very, very last name.
Yeah, but that's like 20,000 names.
Yeah, the only ones that are important are the first one and the last one.
Yeah, that's kind of sound about right.
Well, Garhennen.
Yeah.
Jarl of the Blackstone Ridges. He was a descendant of Dunan, going back from the 19th king of the realm.
Something like that.
So you say, well then, I call for the challenge.
Uh-oh, is it going to be an uproar?
Yes. Dolphin starts to go like quite
Mad?
red in the face at this suggestion.
Oh no.
It's like, look, don't be ridiculous. You're a Droger. How you got a lordship title in the first place is obscene. But you think you can burst in here, become king of this... He just kind of goes on this little tirade. And, Jarl Doric doesn't look very enthused about this prospect either. But, Jarl Right Rock's like, well, hold on now. I understand your sentiment, Dolan. I truly do. The thought for Droger sitting the throne's a bit off. But, if we call for a challenge, right, all he has to do is prove it. All he has to do is pick up the hammer of Dunnan, innit?
Oh, that's okay. Yeah,
And then,
that's true.
right, we then have a period of time whereby other challengers can come. And surely there's at least there's one real dwarf. There must be one real dwarf that is a descendant of Dunnan.
Well, maybe one of you guys can pick it up as well. Maybe showing a unshown lineage.
Jarl Doric's like, you believe we have not tried?
True. Yeah,
It's like-
that makes sense.
No one here desires this situation.
Yeah, I get you. But I call for a hammer contest.
Simon,
Hmm.
roll a... I guess it would be history because it's a thing you read. Or, I guess, skimmed.
Well, sounds about right.
That's 14.
14! 9
Uh,
plus... You got 5 in history, Simon. Jesus fucking Christ.
yeah, Dorian kind of spouts out, well, according to a revised ruling and he starts talking about a dwarven legal case. Like, he's not even thinking at this point, he's just kind of remembering and talking out loud at the same time.
So he doesn't know what he's saying, really.
He's just recalling out loud.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, sounds about right.
But the crux of it is, if there is a legitimate challenger, right, because he is a distant relative and not a recent heir, if a recent heir were to come forward, they could end the challenge immediately because they would be a true inheritor.
Obviously.
Or there could be a contest, and all that would have to happen is that there would be a series of gladiatorial combat.
Huh?
You're flying in the gladiatorial stuff, right, Ragnar?
Can I bring in a second?
And it's like, that's ridiculous. We don't know of any potential challengers. Wait, well, how long? Dolan's kind of grasping at any straw. And Dorian kind of just blurts out, well, historically there can be up to a 3-year period for the call to be answered.
Well then. That's like minutes in dwarf years.
Well, in the terms of the lifespan of a dwarf, true. In terms of dwarves not having a clear chain of command to direct their entire, the entire basis of their legal system,
Yeah, true.
it's a very, very long time.
Aye. So we'd have to wait here for 3 years.
We can't wait here for 3 years. We have a time date for these people to get back.
Well,
Yep.
I think it would be the thing of we can bugger off for 3 years and come back when it's time for the challenge.
Oh, that'll
Okay.
be fine. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's how that works.
Right, let's hope.
Because you would still be a contender. You wouldn't actually have you wouldn't actually have an established right to rule.
Yeah,
do
but
that
it's not. It won't stop these guys from trying to hold us back. Is what I was thinking.
But it would allow them time to form a. It would allow them then, if there is a an active challenge going on, it would allow them to form a provisional government of the three um, longest ruling jarls.
Which of those three, right?
Yes.
Well,
Politics
I
solved.
I call forth this challenge.
We did it, Ragnar. We solved politics.
I know, right?
Well,
Because of my blood and my ancestors' lineage, I demand that we call this challenge.
Dolan is like just very encouraging. Oh yeah, why don't you go lift the hammer and see then?
Okay. Where is it?
It's like if this were an animu, there would be steam pouring from his ears.
Or does he film?
He motions behind him, and you see back past this chamber, sitting there, because this is kind of like a sort of audience chamber. But sitting in the back of it, and whoever is munching, can you like not have the bag at your mic? I appreciate it.
No.
At the back of the room, there's like this huge kind of stone altar-looking deal, and sitting in the middle of it is a hammer, a war hammer. It's exceptionally ornate. You could like the craftsmanship emanating from it is tangible in the air.
Well, I'm going to approach it then.
Okay.
And then, I'll stand next to it, grasp it in both my hands, pull. Just like my... No, I can't say that.
You pull on the hammer and it lifts up.
Uh-oh.
You
Oh, fuck.
you pick it up and you turn around
I'm just gonna toss it in the air, just keep throwing up and down.
and you're just kind of like, was that it then?
Yeah,
And
that
like,
wasn't too bad, honestly.
just like all the color kind of drains out of Dolan's face.
I'm just gonna throw it up and down in the air. So, about this challenge then.
Dolan is like just like he's like stammering, trying to find some kind of objection. And Jarl Doric just kind of like puts his hand on his shoulder. It's like, they lifted the hammer. It's decided then.
Wait, is this Mjolnir? I don't hear a no.
No,
Ragnar.
it's obviously Mew Mew.
Yeah.
Ragnar kind of walks over and he kind of sets the hammer down on their table.
I was actually going to give it to Dorian to see what happened.
I fall through the floor immediately.
Yeah.
And Jarl Dolan kind of steps. He's like, "How dare you!" And he goes to grab it, and very comically, you see, like, you can see that he pulls with all of his might, but it doesn't budge, like, at all.
Well, I think that proves it then. I'm gonna pick it back up, and then I'm gonna hand it to Lug.
Oh
But
no!
just want to see what happens.
Cannot carry tiny hammer. Look is mad.
Yeah, Lug is with us.
You hand the hammer to Lug, and as soon as your grasp falls off of it, it goes straight to the floor.
Donk.
And Lug can't budge it even an inch.
Lug Lug gets +1 depression.
Jarl Grimtown kind of squeezes his eyebrow a little bit, and it's like, Honorable, I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Ragnar.
Right. Honorable Ragnar, that is a sacred object of our people, question mark. Can you please respect it with the dignity of such a thing?
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just trying to prove a point. He's the big boy and strong boy.
Jarl Doric is kind of like, I believe you've made your point, Honorable Ragnar.
Aye, I'll go put this back on the pedestal now.
Jarl is like, oh, Honorable.
No.
He's like, I'll nae be party to such a disgraceful display. And he kind of storms out of the room.
I don't think he likes me.
Doric's like, yeah, he'll probably be back. We can never seem to be rid of that menace.
Oh, I can believe that. It's good to meet you, Jarls.
He's like,
now,
he kind of looks at you. He's like, that remains to be seen.
Aye. Now, how do we proceed?
Well, we'll have to have notice sent out throughout the realms,
Aye.
so that all who wish to take up the challenge can come here to try and move the hammer and see if they're worthy for the contest.
Okay. And how will the government be handled?
For now, I suppose we have to vote on it.
Okay. Do I get any bearing?
No, actually, you know that your legal status has not changed, simply
that's
because
true.
you are a contender.
Yeah, that's true.
Because, you know,
Okay.
they're hoping, hey, Ditz, you know, just doing some D&D things. So, no, your legal status still hasn't changed. You are still just a lesser noble.
That sounds about
Because, you know, in their hoping, a more suitable challenge will come. But what it does mean is that probably every single Jarl, Thane, and Freeman throughout the entire realms will be on their way here.
Okay.
Probably along with a half a dozen bastards who claim to be related to someone who may have been related to someone.
Right. Okay then.
They're probably not certain whether the chaos that's they're about to endure is really worth it. But it's better than having no recourse, I guess.
That's true.
God, that scared the life out of me. Thanks for the follow.
He's now lurking.
I think Ditz is a she.
She's now lurking.
I could be wrong. I am only
Simon.
guessing.
Ditz is a she.
She's now lurking.
I feel like I remember some kind of interaction where it appeared to be the case that Ditz was a she. But, you know, appearances and everything. I appreciate you clarifying that. Right.
Learning D&D stuff, and I am indeed a she. Well, we could always use an extra hand.
But basically, okay, so now that that matter's settled, the Jarl Grimtow says to you, the thing of it is, I've already ordered the guards to allow free passage to critical entities, which L.E.O should fall under that provision. The problem we run into is Jarl Dolan continues to countermand said order.
how can we fix this? Yeah, I feel that as well.
Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Yeah. How can we help? In any way, shape or form. As humble servants, currently, of the Dwarven Kingdoms.
Well, technically, you're the only one here that's actually related to the dwarven.
Yeah, but these guys are my retainers, remember?
Belron is.
Yeah, no, but I'm lying, Brandon. For God's sake.
He's doing a lie. He's saying that we're the
Oh,
retainer.
you're right. I forgot. I forgot that you lied about that.
Yeah. You should really note my insanity down, Brandon.
Right. Well, really nothing you could do. We could try. Have an influence I do. I might be able to get guards more friendly to my cause rotated in. But
Okay.
that probably won't be able to happen until this evening.
We can wait. Thank you for the help, Jarls. Do you have anything else that you need to speak to us about? No.
Well, you still don't have a legal standing.
Yeah,
Apart
but I'm
from
just
being
I know I don't have a legal standing.
apart from being a free hair. Just be here on Dunnan's Day in 3 years' time.
Oh, fuck. Simon, note this down.
It's noted somewhere.
Otherwise, ye forfeit.
Okay, right.
What's-
3 years' time, be here.
Can someone remind me what the date was?
Dunnan's Day.
Could you give
It's a
them the
holiday.
date?
Day.
Just,
Dunnan's Day.
just know Dunnan's Day, 15,003.
Sweet. That makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, you need to be in the city of Stonerot on Dunnan's Day in 15,003.
Hopefully we'll still all be together by then.
Yeah. I feel like a time skip's going to be coming up soon.
Nah.
I mean, not necessarily. I mean, there probably will be time skips eventually, but not necessarily
Yeah.
anytime soon.
Oh, okay.
Let me pull up the calendar and I can actually tell you when Dunnan's Day is. 'Cause I'm pretty sure it was like last month.
Yeah, the
last
Dwarven
month.
City, Elsa Ragnar, cannot be king.
Oh yeah, here we go. Actually, it's in August.
Weird.
Yep, August Sol the 15th is Dunnan's Day.
Wow, look at it, it's purple.
Legit highlighted message. Very legit.
Very legit.
Okay, so you'll want to get there just before the full rotation so that they don't get, briefed on whatever Dolan's orders get concocted up.
We'll be there. Thank you for your time.
And you'll need this. He hands you a scroll.
What is the scroll?
It's basically it's a thing that grants passage to the bearer, and it bears the mark of the Jarl of the White Peaks.
Thank you. Now, I'll be on my way with my loyal
Retainer.
friends and retainers.
Mm-hmm.
We bid you farewell and good luck in the building of the council. I'll be back.
I will need it.
Have fun!
Okay, so you guys get escorted out of the palace.
Right. Simon, I'm going to give you this scroll.
What?
Dorian, take the scroll.
Sure, I put it in one
less
of
likely
my.
to bet it when getting pissed.
I'll put it in my scroll, one of my many scroll pouches.
Yes.
Okay, so I reckon we head back to get everyone ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure everyone's ready. We also had those guards eventually who would eventually turn up and help the
Aye, but we've also
whole.
got we've got to change scenes now because we've got other people to focus on.
Mm.
Hold on, be right back. Yeah.
Did you guys have any guards with you?
No, the guards who were going to the tavern eventually.
Right. So you guys have to make it through the city unescorted.
Aye.
Oh dear. All right, Ozen, what are you doing over there?
Sitting, waiting for the unconscious guy to wake back up. You did say one of them was left unconscious.
Oh, did you guys stabilize him?
Oh yeah, that guy. I remember this bar fight. If there was an attempt to stabilize her, I don't remember if it was a successful attempt. I remember
it was
set
because
up him with the
I
help.
have him marked down as just unconscious, so I had to go check the other page because I couldn't remember.
He's barely alive, but he's alive.
Here, let's,
But unconscious. Yeah.
Yeah, let's actually head over to the bar since we have the bar here. All right, so Dorian, I guess you're rolling soul with them.
Sullivan. Yep.
You know, Sullivan, roll me an insight. I keep wanting to say inspiration, but
He gets a +0 for his insight. Yep, that's a 4.
wow, you managed to fail the very. You know what? Because of your background, I'm going to give you advantage.
Sweet.
You
Let's roll
managed
that
to
again.
managed to fail the very, very low DC of 5.
I think it's a bit better.
Yeah, 19 is a fair bit better.
Just a tiny bit.
Because this is the kind of thing that Sylvan was trained for, so he should know how to do this.
He's just, a bit. He's still thinking about all the times that he died, and this could have been another one of those times.
True. Okay, so you could probably wake him with some smelling salts.
Do I have smelling salts? I mean, there probably are some around in the tavern.
You could probably scrounge some. See if you can find some around the tavern. Give me an investigation.
No. This is something that he also can't do very well. Sweet.
In fairness,
There's an 18.
In fairness, he's meant to be a killing machine, not an inquisitive investigator.
Yeah, he's a mastermind. He's more of a planner.
Oh, he is a mastermind? What
Yeah,
the
he is
fuck?
a mastermind. He's a planner.
I thought he was.
He's much more
I thought
talking.
I thought he was an assassin. Wow, fucking hell.
Mastermind.
Not don't get me wrong, it's just the case that the background for Mastermind is more focused on intrigue, people intrigue and whatnot.
Yeah, I thought he was an assassin. Whatever. You think a mastermind would be a little bit better at investigating?
You would.
But anyway, you do manage to rummage and you find the things you need to produce smelling salts.
Just put brandy and the salts all together and try top it up. There we go. This will wake any bull moose up.
Alright, so you get the smelling salts, you pass it over.
We've got him tied up, right?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure we tied him up.
Just making sure.
Bork. So, he finally comes to. He's kind of like realizing that he's tied up. He kind of starts fighting against the restraints.
Rise and shine, Artisan Shine Cupcake.
He kind of glares at you.
Feeling mutual, friend. So, from what I gather, you're one of the people that's behind all this stupidity, for lack of better.
He's just kind of like, "Ain't neat what you talking about?"
I remind you that you're next to death, so honestly, just a love tap could kill you.
You might want to actually
And-
get to the point of what you're actually wanting to get at, because
Who are you? What's your job? And can I take it from you? Wait, maybe not that last one.
he still says nothing. Why do you want to know any of that information, really?
Wait, like, are you asking out of character or?
Like, yes, I'm genuinely curious what any of that's relevant to.
In hopes that he might hint at where the base of operations is located. If not, I'll get more direct, until it's blatantly obvious. Till it's blatantly obvious that I'm asking where the fuck he is working.
He's starting with the lighter questions, and then he's gonna transition into the okay. So why the fuck did you attack us? I presume.
That's basically it.
Right. Okay, so the crux of that is you're outsiders. You don't belong. This is our city.
Huh. Not a very pleasant way to treat outsiders. So, if you walked into my city, would you like it if I put a sword to your throat?
And his response to that is, what would I be interested in going into a mudman city for?
Ooh. I think that deserves a stab in the leg.
Didn't last time we establish what DARE stood for?
Yeah, but I forgot what it was.
Okay, well, to remind you, it was dwarves against interloping races.
Basically, it's Make America Great Again.
No.
Well, Ozen wasn't there for that realization, so... Like, he just saw the word dare, he didn't associate it with it.
Weren't you literally the one who translated the pamphlet?
I think he was.
What?
Ozen's literally the one who found the pamphlet.
Oh, I thought it was found outside where...
Where you were sticking your head out after you jumped out the window dramatically for no apparent reason.
I failed to jump out the window.
Alright.
Have you considered attempting a magical solution?
But, like, pulling out my wand and then showing
Hey,
him
do
that
what Obi-Wan Kenobi did and chop someone's arm off.
I wouldn't put that beneath me. Sure, why not?
Most because it's not going to get you anything. Wow, you don't... Wow, okay. Yeah, not really got investigative spells at all. You tried, I don't know, intimidation?
Alright.
Because clearly he's not going to just cooperate with you. Okay, right. You're about as intimidating as a child.
Well then.
Alright, bad cop time.
Here. Let me
Self-image.
try. And Seraphim will try to threaten him. This is something he can do. Will you allow me to do that?
Oh,
Brandon?
yes. Yeah, go ahead.
A good cop, bad cop routine.
It's a 16.
Oh my god.
No, Simon's bad cop. You're just meant to be retarded cop. Oh no!
You put on a good show, but he's still resisting.
That's one eye. That's so annoying.
Hey Simon. Simon,
Okay.
you know what to do.
I will. Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, he's got a new shot. So I think we take out his dagger
Okay.
and
Then move on. And if he doesn't talk, his toes. And if he still doesn't talk, move on to his limbs.
yeah.
Just
Ozen,
threaten his baby
grab his right arm, stick it on the table.
No, make him a eunuch. Everyone values their penis more than.
I know.
hands.
We start with the fingers, then we go for something else.
Okay, give me an intimidation with advantage.
That's public roll. That's an advantage.
Yeah, okay. 24 definitely beats a 2.
Ozen's there to help.
Ozen is just really bad at intimidating.
He's like he's trying to grab his arm. It's like fumbling and. Oh dear.
Okay,
Yes.
so basically the gist of it is they were basically told that they need to get rid of you guys because you're plotting to turn their city into some kind of place where dwarves will be second-class citizens in their own realm.
And who exactly told you these things?
Well, the leaders. They don't actually know who they are because they keep their faces covered.
So you trust people who would dare not show their faces? Wow.
Look, the red veiled dwarves have to.
Wow.
They have to keep their indemnity, so they're not targeted by drow assassins. He spits.
So they are weak and they are fearful of a supposed thing that could happen to them. That is
Cutting up-
hilarious. I am laying on this intimidation. They refuse to show their faces because you may be sure there might be drow assassins, but you know what? Someone who would want to have a revolution of their kind would want to be the one who's running this, and they'll be the one who wants to lead this forward one day. And if they dare not show their faces,
Well, they can't do that because of the Deep Stone, who are an evil cabal of interlopers that have infiltrated the highest levels of the dwarven government.
if that's true, then wouldn't they already know who these people are?
well, they're what they don't know is that they've been betrayed. There's actually a daring dwarf pretending to be part of their cabal, but secretly undermining them.
Hands off, wouldn't then the wouldn't the Deep Rock then know who the people are? Therefore, why would they bother to veil their faces? They're weak. They don't want to run this thing at all. They're just using you as pawns. I know that.
He insists it's a clever ruse.
It's as blatant as anything.
Cowards.
At this point, he's just flat out refusing to believe you.
Fair, but if you start going around, you start thinking about it after this.
It's like obviously you're part of the Deep Stone.
Clearly, that's why you failed to take us down. That's why there's no other dwarves out here to help you, right? Because if we were a part of it, we would be on #1 targets for your leaders, wouldn't we?
He just goes that you're trying to trick him. That's all.
Yeah.
I know we're going nowhere with this. This is very circular. Get that straight feeling.
Oh, right, I finished my dinner.
Excellent.
Oh, I feel 10 times fatter.
Ozen? What do you want to do with him then?
Well, see, this person has even less.
Can we not let Ozen do anything?
He has less friends than Lug. Should we just kill him now, or should we let him continue to talk?
He said more than enough. His entire conspiracy's been entirely recorded for us, for the Deep Stone to know now. You know, they know everything because they know it through us. His entire ruse has come through. This poor dwarf. Afterwards, I'm gonna go talk to my Deep Rock contacts. They'll be very pleased with what we've learned here.
At this point, you're just torturing him.
Really, just am. I've been torturing for quite a while.
Give us an insight, Sullivan.
Dear.
With advantage. You're gonna make horrible rolls like that. Look. There we go. Thank you. Wow.
I'll let Ozen do the insights.
What you he's much better. What you worked out is that if you had to put it on a scale of -20 to 20, you realize that this person's intelligence is probably sitting at about a 7.
I think that's more than me.
So.
Oh my god. He's even dumber than Lug.
Actually, my intelligence is a 10.
Lug literally has average intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
Why do I have to say this every time we talk about intelligence? Lug is not dumb.
It's because he keeps playing and keeps up dumb.
Just because you play dumb don't mean you're actually dumb. You're just like pretending to be dumb because you're dumb.
It's a ruse.
Exactly.
It's all a ruse
Isn't
by
it
the
all
Deep Stone, clearly.
No.
Yeah, clearly all of it for the Deep Stone. All of it for the Deep Stone.
Simon, do you remember the CBBC show Trapped?
I have very loose recollection of the first season of that.
Where it was like they picked a saboteur.
Yes.
Alright, yes. And,
that's basically what Brandon would be like. Lug, do not react. You are the saboteur.
I'm gonna need Dorian, Orifir, and Ragnar to make stealth checks for me.
At advantage because of his mist thing.
Oh yes, yes, and Orifir will use his mist thing to help.
So we've got an advantage then.
Yes.
Yep.
Excellente.
Jesus fucking Christ! I don't even know if Orifir needs it.
No.
Yeah, but we do. I definitely do.
Look at that fucking 24.
Then there's an 11 and a 10.
Wait, why did Seraphim roll for stealth?
I keep having Seraphim in the name, but that was for Dorian.
Okay.
That was Dorian's character sheet.
Right. It's just because you're set up as Seraphim. That makes sense.
Yes.
Okay. So, fortunately,
Yeah, because Seraphim has +9 stealth. I have not got that.
yeah, you guys managed to sneak your way through. When you get there, you notice the door looks like it's kind of been broken open.
Oh, fucking great. Right, okay, should we all prepare ourselves and get our weapons ready?
Sure.
Let's all ignite our ones.
You can do that.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because you have the double glaive wand.
Yeah. I'm gonna do what Darth Maul does: light one end, put one hand down, and light the other.
Okay.
I mean, bath ball.
Yes, Baffle.
Yeah, bath ball.
Copyright pending.
Yeah. No, not this guy called Darth Maul. Bath.
We don't talk about that one.
Yeah, no.
Why is Lug? Oh right, because this was from the thing. This is an actual, so we need to make Lug his proper size. All right, Lug goes charging into the room,
I'll follow him.
and then he
Valhalla!
like runs here. He's like, where are they? I'm just like looking around.
Right, I'm gonna run and jump on his back.
As Orifir will come in as
Stand
well.
on his shoulder.
Bow drawn. Even Belron.
Just strolls in.
just
turns his armor on.
No, I'm not even doing that. I'm just strolling in going, so, what's up, guys?
Nah, you need to come out with your cards drawn, like you played my truck card.
he's just got like a car that's like it's very slight. It's like has just a little fiery glow around it, like it's ready to go off.
Yep, that's how my card preparing is.
Everyone's just looking at all of you guys like, okay, we're all here.
Oh,
together
it's Ozin. Let's kill him.
Right, party NPCs. What is Belron?
Oh, Belron. He is a He's a dragon. A dragon.
I meant his class. Oh, he's a fighter.
Yeah.
Both of your retainers are fighters.
I have 2 retainers.
Remember, you were going to hire Yugisa.
Oh yeah. Oh my God, I'm balling now.
You have two Dragonborn as your retainer. Pretty
and
cool.
2 fighters. Yeah, man, it's gonna be sick, bruv.
Your shouts.
Interesting, 2 different types of fighters.
Mm.
Yeah, one's a samurai.
I do see why now they get on so well, though.
Yeah. He's a battle master.
Ooh.
Yugisa is, of course, a samurai.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
samurai.
Yugisa's probably knocking about somewhere, isn't she?
Yeah, since she's a noble, that makes sense for her to be my retainer.
So, why is there a guy here, and why are you preventing to stab his fingers off?
I'll just jump off. Look now. Do a really cool backflip.
Wilson?
Give me an acrobatics check.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm gonna roll
7?
for acrobatics.
So
Ragnar
he's one of
Ragnar
those
leaps
people
off.
that's
He
been
kind of
causing
stumbles and
uproar.
falls to the ground.
Like-
Has to pull himself
Just
back
like,
up.
still made it.
Still counts.
Still cool.
You know who you're starting to remind me of?
Who?
What's his name?
I don't
Something
know.
Hawk from She-Ra.
I don't watch.
He's
She-Ra.
basically some kind of bard character, much like you, except he's a sailor instead of a
a
thingy.
nobleman.
So, why are you threatening to stab this person's fingers off?
Oh no, Simon.
Oh no.
I think I just realized that the character I'm referring to, I'm pretty sure his name is Thunderhawk. God damn it.
I'm Thunderhawk.
No, Thunderhawk is my character in Simon's campaign.
Yep.
Oh, fuck's sake. Wait, is your campaign started?
Not yet. I'm still waiting for people to finish the.
We're currently having session -1.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Right. Are you live
it's
streaming?
taken a while.
No, we're not live streaming -1.
No,
Or
No,
zero,
you're
I
live
don't
streaming
think.
the
the
Simon's.
following ones.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
I'm live streaming those. I'm making whoever else wants to as well.
This is just for us to the first session is just us getting used to each other and our characters.
Yes.
Oh, excellent. I will be watching diligently.
You better. I believe that.
Wait.
Right, let's continue.
All right. You guys, or Ozin and Sullivan inform you guys that while you were gone, they were attacked by some dwarves, and they appear to be part of this Dare organization.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, they're up to no good.
Has he told you everything you need to know?
Well, we don't have. They inform you that they don't have, things like Zone of Truth or
I mean, I said
You
I was
know-
gonna. I could charm him.
command or things to force them to give you information.
How did the
Simon?
interrogation go?
Ragnar's here.
Yeah, I can charm someone, but Simon has bare cool stuff.
What do I have prepared for today?
I don't know. Do you have something prepared?
So no. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
Wait, no, I don't.
Oh,
Ragnar, what
I've got
spells do you have?
command,
Command
I have
could potentially
charm
work.
person.
but command is a one word.
Oh, actually, I have
It's a
enthrall.
one-word command.
Well,
Yeah, but for-
if you finagle that into a compound word like spill it,
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I could do that, and then I got enthrall.
enthrall.
Enthrall, which could work. Actually, would work pretty well, I think.
What does enthrall entail?
Do you want to post it?
I can read it.
Oh, okay.
You weave a string of words, causing a creature of your choice that you can see within range that can hear you to make a wisdom saving throw. Any creature that can't be charmed. If your champion's fighting, it has a failed save target. Blah blah blah. What does it actually do? Until
Doesn't fucking say.
the spell ends, you.
You can no longer hear you. Okay, that's not helpful.
This doesn't
I think
actually
it-
say what the spell does.
Enthrall
On a failed save, the target has
5e.
disadvantage on perception checks made to perceive any creature other than you until the spell ends, or until the target can no longer hear you.
Okay, so enthrall makes it so that he can only focus on you.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's a bit of a disappointment.
Yeah, that's more of a
A distraction.
captivation spell.
Yeah.
Charm person might work.
Yeah.
No.
Oh damn! I can cast charm person at level 4, and then I can charm up to 4 people.
Jesus Christ.
I know, right?
If we can sit down for half an hour, I can take out the cards which I want.
Must make a wisdom saving throw. And so does it.
Yeah, or if you're kind of just because, just while you're dealing with all of this, I'm gonna go let everyone know we need to get ready to leave.
Yeah, that's fine.
Even in the evening?
Well, I could charm them,
Right.
Simon. I could easily just charm them, and they'll talk to me because we'll be friendly acquaintances.
True.
Yeah, this is true.
Cool. Yeah. For a
Yeah,
short
we're-
while, and then he'll be very pissed off with you afterwards once he realizes.
Is he not going to be pissed off with a
He's
Druger in
kind
front
of
of him?
pissed off at you guys already, so I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's gonna be even more pissed off.
Do I care?
Probably not.
Definitely not. Right, okay, I'm going to, So, shall we charm person then? Are we all in accord?
Sure. I hope this works.
Let's go. Should I cast it at level 2?
are you charming
No,
more
I
than
should
one
already cast it
person?
at level 1. Yeah, just level 1.
Yeah,
Then.
you're only charming the
Blah,
one.
blah, blah,
dude.
blah.
Could also charm Ozen
Right.
at the same time.
Wisdom saving. Oh, I could also, yeah, but I would rather not. Oh, it beats it.
Oh no.
Now he's just pissed off. Right, okay, let's
Yeah.
sit down for 30 minutes and wait since we've got to let everyone know.
Sorry.
It's okay, Simon.
It's really
Don't worry.
awkward. Guys, it's really awkward. I can't bring my cards up.
Simon, get your cards up. God. Right, I'm
Maybe
gonna
make
go
a
with
pill for
Orifir.
that.
I'm gonna go with Orifir and help him out, telling everyone.
All right, Lug is
Actually-
going to drink.
Tell a lie, I'm going to sit here and perform.
What are you gonna perform?
A Song of the Ages.
Oh yeah, unfortunately we can't have your performances now because of fucking Twitch.
Yeah. What were you told off before? Damn, son.
No,
No, they've
but
changed
I'd
the
like
music
to.
thing.
I'd like to avoid being told off.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
So
They've
it's
Just
changed
change
music
the
stuff.
TOS.
yeah.
Oh,
that's a damn good
It's much
performance.
more-
Yeah, I know, right? Fucking hell.
It's much more like YouTube. 3 strikes or banned, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but YouTube
That's
wants
really
shit.
confusing. Anyway, I'll spend my time.
I'm gonna take
Right.
whatever money he
Try and get
has
some
on
epic
him. Actually,
royalty-free loot music on.
I'm still pissed, so it doesn't add to the time.
Oh, good. The car which I want to is right at the bottom. That's always nice.
Brandon, why have you put my 2 retainers together?
They happen to find a conveniently placed closet.
Oh, okay. Jesus Christ, wouldn't you use a bed?
There's bedrooms upstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that's like stage 2 of the process. We're currently at stage 1.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Someone probably should let what's her name know that someone tried to steal her egg.
No, she's a bit busy. Let her have a
No.
fun.
True, but at some point someone has to do that.
To clarify what's happening with this, Dorian, roll a history.
Is he gonna tell a history song while I'm playing?
No, this is just Dorian's thoughts on things.
This is a 22.
Damn.
No?
Dorian realizes the date, which is it happens to be the time of year known as Avenharix, which is a time when
Dragonborn really like each other.
yeah they get very randy this time of year.
Oh God, no! They're in heat.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now, normally that's not a problem for Yugisa because she used to being in exile, and when you found her on the Isle of Valara, she was literally the only Dragonborn there apart from Dozak, who'd only just arrived a few weeks before.
So now there's another Dragonborn in our party.
Yeah.
No.
So yeah, they're gonna spend a little time getting to know each other.
But at some point, someone needs to let her know, because that's probably important.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
Might further the plot.
Yeah, it's probably an
And
important
armor.
thing for her to know that someone tried to steal her egg.
Yeah.
Just-
Let's
That's
let her have her fun though.
Selatham, give us-
Lug's accompanying me playing the song with his shield as a drum.
Selatham kind of walks over to Dorian. He's got something he's kind of been pondering, and he asks Dorian, he's like, you know, this is the second time I've been attacked since I've been in this city.
What was the first time?
When we were
Can't remember.
transporting the prisoner.
Oh yes. Yeah. Yeah. It's true.
Now-
helpful, Simon.
Supposing, right? You kind of think about this for a little bit. Now, it could be that this attack was precipitated by the fact that there were a bunch of strangers in this tavern, but sending a group of, like, 4 dudes doesn't really seem like the way you would siege a building full of people. That
What you're
sounds
saying
more
is-
like a targeted attack.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying we're targeted? This is Ragnar asking him.
He's like, I'm not saying anything. I'm just considering possibilities.
Okay, so what do you think we should do then?
Take this guy's stuff, put it on Ragnar, and have him
I
tell us
am
where-
I have a disguise kit, so do not worry, I can deal with it.
So
Which completely
you're
forgot about.
supposing that it's not just because we're outsiders that we're being attacked by. It's also because someone
Well-
really loves us.
Well, as we found out, the Drow are trying to destabilize the Alliance, and what we're doing is working with a certain body of the Alliance.
But also at the same time, Mr. Daring over here, very clearly racist against Drow.
Mm-hmm.
Which, fair enough. Drow are quite racist themselves.
I'll take your word on that.
Has it been 30 minutes yet, Simon,
Yes.
for your card change?
Yes. Awesome.
Yeah, Orpher will come down and, oh my god, my computer's trying to give me my laptop's trying to give me a Caesar. It's a Caesar?
You've got Caesar salad?
Trying to get us just Caesar's just reaching out of your screen.
And, Ara and Audrey are now concerned.
Why do they not?
Well, up until now they've just been kind of chilling, but they're here now.
Ragnar, you know what to do. Go comfort them.
I don't really want to help particularly.
Actually, Ragnar, please stay here. Please talk to this guy when I give him the zone of truth. You're the most
That
likely
was-
person here who
That
will
was the plan.
actually get some words out of him, even if he hates you.
That's fine. I'm just gonna ask. I'm just gonna say to Lug to look after people.
Oh shit.
What?
I just realized.
What?
We're at about the point in the year where Ara will start showing a little bit.
Well, we know that she's preggo.
Yeah, but now it'll be obvious.
Yeah. Mazel tov!
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, for Elves, it's a time of great celebration, actually.
Oh, well, that's just
Pretty
great.
awkward that we're stuck here for that.
Yeah, not ideal. Not ideal at all.
Escort her back upstairs.
Yeah, we need to get out by today. And then we've got to return in 3 years.
God, talk about fucking future plans. We've got to come back here in 3 years.
Right. So what I'm gonna do is. So you guys got questions for this person? Ready?
Yep.
Sure, someone tell me and I can ask.
What are we else gonna do?
Dorian, I assume you're casting Zone of Truth on him?
I shall once we know what we're asking him.
Okay.
Alright, what are we asking him?
What?
What? is my favorite color.
Ooh.
Right. Anyone? Any suggestions? No. Maybe. What questions have we already asked him? And what questions has he given away?
About specifics of who he works for.
Right.
And he says he works for some hooded people.
Mm-hmm. Then,
Yeah,
okay, we need to ask
he
why
work-
we
he
were
works for some
targeted.
people who are called the Red Veils.
Okay, we need to ask why we were targeted, who the Red Veils are. And could you write these down in case I forget, which is gonna happen.
Well, he doesn't
So-
know. Well, he claims to not know who the Red Veils are.
Yeah, it claims, but we can find out now.
Who are the Red Veils? Why
Able to
were he attacked specifically?
Are
Is-
Will we be followed out the city?
That's a good one.
This is why I got the on the
Will
right
we be
question.
followed in the city?
Will we followed in? While still
That should be
in
enough for
the
now, unless you've
city?
got any more to add.
I have
Money.
one. And
we
is
can
the
see that.
location you guys meet in? Where do you meet the other members?
For
and
your
is
orders.
it static?
Okay, cool, yeah. Good to know, right.
Okay,
Simon,
zone of truth.
tell the truth.
Okay,
And
you got it.
I was gonna troop him. Which lasts
Okay.
for 10 minutes.
Right.
Oh, this is not
okay.
concentration, so he has to do a charisma saving throw.
Right. I assume against your spell save DC.
Against 16.
Well, this is probably a...
That's a fail.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
think
want to
that's
know how
failed.
badly he failed? That says
Pretty
5.
bad.
It's actually a 2, because he's not a very charismatic person.
Oh, okay. Right. Excellent. Okay, so Simon, what's the first question again? Tell me. Whisper it in my ear.
Who are the Red Veils, specifically?
Who are the Red Veils specifically?
He goes to say, fat chance of me telling you that, but it kind of comes out as I don't really know who all of them are. I just know that my banker is one of them.
So wealthy individuals that are controlling who I can think are less wealthy individuals.
He goes on to say that they're daring dwarves at every level.
Right, okay. Simon, second one.
Why were we attacked specifically?
Why were we, as a group, attacked specifically by such a small number of people?
He goes, I don't know, they just wanted the drow dead.
Wait, which drow?
Seltham just kind of looks at you. Yes, I wonder which of the many drow in our party that could possibly be.
Boy, we had two. We had two.
You.
We had two earlier. Now one's dead.
One of them was dead before this attack even occurred.
Oh, okay. Cool. I
Hey, Xenophon, you have
I
a secret admirer by the sounds of it.
Okay. What's the third one, Simon? Story and tell me.
Will be followed while we remain in the city, and will be followed when we leave the city.
Will we be followed when we leave and as we remain in the city?
He kind of goes, what would I fucking know? Probably. Like I said, there are eyes everywhere.
Alright, fucking helpful. We're gonna need to keep guard. Simon, what's the last one?
And where do you meet other members for your orders?
That.
He goes, he tries to resist. Simon,
Hmm.
this being your spell, you're gonna need to, what's the word I'm looking for here? He's trying to resist your spell. You're gonna need to force him a little bit.
Want me to do a spell attack bonus against him of some kind?
Yeah, that'd probably be the most sense because I don't foresee you being very intimidating.
That's a 21.
Well, congratulations.
You passed.
He resists very hard, but finally he blurts out that it changes. The area they meet is marked
What by?
by 3 signs in red chalk.
3 signs, red chalk. What are these signs?
Oh, they're dwarven runes essentially.
And the runes are.
What they are is
To-
unimportant. Ragnar would know what they are.
Oh, okay, fine then. Okay. Alright, is that all the questions, Dorian?
That's all the questions got written down. I have one more question.
Oh wait,
Go on.
Do you you want this drow dead? How badly do they want the drow dead? Was it a urgent matter, or was it a we just want him dead?
I just know they wanted him gone, he says.
We're not gonna get anything more out of this. Let's call the city guard. Get him taken away.
That sounds good. Well, luckily the city guard is coming right here,
Oh, fantastic.
suffered.
Did
and
you
I'm
already
gonna maybe keeping my eye out in case we get
Oh,
someone
damn.
else trying to come in.
While
Yeah.
you're having this conversation, the entire tavern seems to be shook via vibration, and in the distance, you hear what sounds like some kind of large explosion.
The fuck? I'm gonna look out the window.
That your guys' thing?
No one us.
Well, his shit-eating grin suggests that it might be.
Awesome.
Oh, brilliant. Right, I'm gonna. Do you want me to roll a perception?
Yep.
The chances.
All right. As you look out over the horizon, I'm probably going to want to bring you guys back to the map so I can actually show you where things are. Okay, so you guys aren't there anymore. You're over here now. As you look out into the distance, it seems the explosion emanated from over here. On the other side of the city, you can't really see what's going on, but you can kind of see like what appears to be fire and smoke
Well, that's not good.
Sorry, which direction?
over
It's
here.
literally opposite
Okay.
us. Well, nearly opposite. I'll be there.
I was out tabbed at that second where he pinged it. Sorry.
Give me a
The gem trader that
give me
Trouble.
a history check, Dorian. See if you can remember what you saw there. You weren't like really paying attention, but if you slip into your mind palace, you might be able to recall.
That's a 9.
No, you're.
I don't remember. I was too busy
What about
focusing
you?
on the city guard.
What about you, Ragnar? You were walking around there a little bit.
Fuck, I'm gonna fucking remember. I didn't know better.
I know Arafir was there too with me.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
Arafir
right.
might know. He's a very perceptive.
He's much more of a location
elf.
person than us, being a
Yeah.
ranger.
Oh,
Actually,
Even if it
yeah,
isn't city.
he has an ability, doesn't he, that lets him kind of keep a awareness of location, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's a ranger thing.
Oh damn! So where or we're gonna have to shout him down. Well,
Nice, he
after
came
he
downstairs.
heard the explosion, he's probably ran downstairs.
He came downstairs. I know that.
Excellent memory for actually, so it's from his background. Actually, it's an Outlander
Oh.
thing. You have an excellent memory for maps and geography.
Right. Okay. What was there then?
So I'm going. I guess he makes this with advantage.
Yeah. I swear if you crit.
There we
Oh,
go.
Damn. You did.
While Orpheus doesn't know exactly what it was, he did recognize the high towers and the delicate arches. Clearly an elven building.
Yeah, oh shit.
Probably the embassy.
Probably.
Because
The Elven embassy.
there is an elven embassy in the main city of the Dwarven Empire, which of course you are
Right.
in.
What should we do?
I don't know what we can do. We can go
Yeah.
over there and help, but that's like the opposite side of the city.
Yeah, it'll take too long. These are your people, Arafir.
The question
We know.
is, there's now been
Huh?
an attack on the embassy.
Yeah, is that bad?
We're not going to be
How
able
do
to
you
leave
think
the
the
city.
city guard is going to respond to that?
We're not going to be able to
Yeah.
leave the city now. That's
No.
fun.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And I'm playing the wrong character for the frustration that I wanted to pull out on this guy.
At that moment, the ones of you who are Leo members, your comm earrings start receiving a ping.
What's this ping mean?
You
Probably means we have a message.
Yeah,
means you have a message you can check.
Okay,
I'm
let's
going to
check our
go check my
messages.
messages.
As am I. Do we like tap our ears?
Yeah, pretty much. Basically, a voice informs you. It sounds like a very sounds like the kind of person where their only job is reporting things.
Oh, so very monotone.
Yeah.
And very.
It's kind of a it kind of goes something like this is a general quarters alert for all members in the area of Stone Rock. The city has been put into a state of formal lockdown.
Yeah, we're not gonna be able to leave.
All Leo members are advised. There are reports of extremist activities in the area. Anyone not of dwarven
we already
descent
know
is advised to report to any of the safe house locations in the city.
We gotta get our people out of here.
We've got to get these people out of here and into the
Yeah.
safe house location,
get
which
to
we
the safe
didn't
house.
ask for. The directions to.
Do you think anyone will be on comms?
I don't know if it's a
Take
two-way
a-
system for this.
A general quarters alert, no, but you could probably contact an operator in the
Dorian, try and contact someone.
Hey, Ozen, you know things about technology and whatnot. Could you figure out how to contact the operator without reading the manual?
Wait,
Oh
we have
my
manuals?
God.
Yes, you
I'm
do
sure
have
we-
manuals.
We
I'm certain we
You
would have
received
been-
them when you got your equipment.
Here,
What?
no, I'm pretty certain we didn't get manuals, but I think Ozen and logged it.
Yeah, we didn't. They
I'm
just
pretty
kind of
certain
gave
we
us our
didn't because what's his name
expecting us
read?
to know how to use them.
I can't imagine Leopard not giving you the instructions for them.
Yeah, but I might not have just read them. I might have just thrown them in the
He
bin.
definitely sounded like a person who just wanted us out of his hair.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
fair,
Okay.
that's
So
fair.
let's try and contact Leo.
Hey, Ozen, could you read? Could I borrow your manual for the earrings thing, please?
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
I'll spend a few seconds.
Going to do a super skim.
Sidorian's gonna do a super skim, as he's really good at.
God, what would reading fall under?
Investigation, probably?
Yeah, I'd say
probably
investigation.
investigation.
Simon, Sherlock Dorian.
With advantage because
In
of
our
who you
situation,
are.
it would make more sense for survival because I mean we're trying to survive.
But we'll just read the
Sherlock-
book.
It's more the activity that he's doing.
Sherlock Caulfield.
Sherlock Crowfield.
Sherlock Caulfield.
I'll take that
He's Sherlock
19.
Caulfield.
I'll take that 19.
Okay, so Dorian Dorian skims through the manual and he works out if you press your thumb along the outside and then 3 taps on the other side of the ear, will ping the nearest local operator.
Hey, Ragnar,
Mm,
I've got something for you to do.
okay, what?
Could you run your finger along the earring and then tap it 3 times, please?
Okay, 1, 2, 3. That was a weird sound.
He gets a little.
Oh, hey, it works.
I feel like I'm on hold.
And someone picks up and it's like, "You've reached the local area L.E.O office. My name is Daniel."
Lovely to meet you, Daniel. My name is Ragnar Blackatar, Llama 6. Are we still Llama Team 6?
I think so. I don't
Yes,
think we've
actually.
renamed.
You've not
Yeah,
actually
we haven't
changed your
changed our
registration.
name. No, well, I was too busy not being here. We request to be directed to the nearest L.E.O safe house within the city.
One moment, please.
Of course, thank you very much. Before you go do that, we need enough people. We need enough space.
You actually
for how many
start to
refugees?
hear elevator
Music.
loot.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
How's it going, Ragnar?
I might kill him.
He's like, "All right, Mr. Black Guitar, I've triangulated your location. The nearest safe house will be located," and he gives you a street listing.
Okay, thanks. How far away is that?
You wouldn't know.
No, I'm asking him.
Oh, I see. It's about 7 blocks from your current location.
Right, not too bad. Okay, is there enough for how many other refugees we have?
83, 86.
83 to 100 people.
One moment, please.
Oh, for fuck's
This is too real.
sake. Yeah. This is like we are in an emergency. Hurry the fuck up.
I'm sorry, Mr. Black Guitar. We don't really have the capacity for that.
Okay.
If you need to move that many people, really the only place in the city that would have that much would really be the embassy.
That's being exploded though.
Well, it's. Oh, I understand the confusion you made. It has been attacked, yes, but they weren't actually able to penetrate through the warding.
But that's on the other side of the city.
One
We
moment,
have women
please.
and children with us.
You you hear the music for a moment, and then all of a sudden a lady comes up and is like, "Hello, this is Diane."
Hello, Diane. We're in a spot of bother
I'm
here.
afraid your situation has been escalated.
Okay. Are you the senior
Yes,
administrator
I
here?
am the senior operations manager. Yes, sir.
Of course, fantastic. We
No,
need assistance.
I've been
Speaking.
I've been briefed on your situation. Do you have anyone in your party who is capable of accessing an arcane gateway?
No.
I don't think so.
I don't think
Who?
I can get that spell.
Yeah, I don't
That's
think
okay.
we have
We're
anyone.
gonna work on some options for you.
Okay.
Are you in the presence of any high mages?
No. Okay, we have a ranger, we have a bard, we have a card caster, we have a drow. I don't know what he is. We have a
Stealthy
load
boy.
of fucking aqua elves. We have a big shield boy.
Shield boy is very
And we
important.
have 2 fighters.
I'm enjoying this too much, I think.
I know you are.
Okay. Is your current position under siege?
We have faced resistance, yes. We seem to be targeted for the company we are hosting.
We recommend that you barricade your current location.
Okay.
It will take some time, but we might be able to. We're going to try and assemble an extraction team for you.
Okay. I have the ability to erect a tiny hut. I can keep these people safe and the door blocked. It can only last for about 8 hours or so. Will that be enough time?
That should hold. I am transferring a direct line to your comm device.
Okay, thank you.
If you have any issues, please contact immediately.
Okay,
Otherwise, please stay advised.
of course. Thank you very much. I'll be calling you when the time starts running out, unless if there's anything wrong, or call
I
me
can
if
also-
anything goes wrong.
I can also ritually cast it afterwards.
Understood. Gods be with you.
I'm with you. Right. Okay. Orifir, go inform everyone to stay.
We're staying
Is everyone
here.
inside? Is everyone inside, Orifir?
No one has left.
Okay, good. Everyone, we're staying indoors. I'm casting a tiny hut. Give me 10 minutes.
It only takes a
I'm
minute to cast.
taking my
Give me a minute. I'm just standing there, with a bubble of energy.
What's the radius of
I'm
it again?
assuming.
reaching out, trying to get the money off.
It's a 10-foot radius, so that's 20
Yeah.
foot total. So yeah.
Well, all we need to do is block the doors and windows.
True.
Yeah. Okay. So you've got the entrance, which was kind of broken down.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna need to work on barricading the windows, probably.
I can, if you give me a short while, I can ritually cast tiny hut as well.
When Lug casts Earth Daddy, can he place the Earth down and just leave it?
It does function more or less as a mold. Actually, doesn't he have mold earth?
He might actually, but his Earth Daddy shield thing, Mold Earth, is
Well, yeah. His Earth Daddy thing is basically a modified. It's like a higher level mold earth, essentially.
Yeah, we can just get him to make maybe a few of those, block up the windows that are upstairs,
Mm.
and whatever's not being protected. Anyone else got anything?
God
Yeah,
damn,
take the
you
money
guys
off
are
the side,
resourceful. I
'cause
love.
he doesn't deserve it.
I just want to say I love how resourceful you guys are being.
We
You're
just got
welcome.
two invincible spheres.
Yeah. Me and Simon just holding balls of energy in our hands at the moment. Just
And I'm gonna keep my eye on Seraphim, because I have a card. If anything tries to attack him, I got something which I want to do to
Orifir, can
not
you
dead.
do anything?
That's a good question.
Which might involve a resilient sphere.
Mm,
That might involve a resilient sphere.
The really fun thing about resilient sphere, sure it'll last a minute, but it's impenetrable to everything but disintegrate. So it's it's what I wanted to cast on the Drow when he got shot, and then I looked at my cards and I went, "Fuck, I'm
Right,
one card
keep-
short."
keep what's his face, Selatham with me. If there's any trouble, I can dimension door him to the highest point of the building.
It's either you Dimension Door him or Wreck Resilience for him, and he'll be safe for a minute.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we'll either do that or that.
Taking the money off this guy.
Yeah, Orfeur can't really do anything about this directly.
Oh, before our doors are done, what should we do with this bastard?
Loot him and throw him on the street.
Let's not throw him on the street because then he could tell other people where we
Yeah,
are.
he'll just run away and tell everyone, "Hey,
Yeah.
Well,
Get my head.
when the extraction team gets here, maybe we could hand him into their custody.
Okay, let's disable him.
He's already tied up. He's about as
Yeah,
disabled
but-
as you can have him.
Yeah, but I mean, we could just like remove his use of legs.
No one asked you, Siri.
Siri, you don't need to know what we're doing."
Yeah, no, we could remove his use of legs. Maybe I could burn them off with magma bolt.
Sure,
Burn them.
sure.
Again, he's tied up. He already can't use his legs.
Yeah, but I mean, what if he gets out of the tied upness if the enemies penetrate our defenses?
Tie him tighter with the string around his coin purse.
He's kind of a street thug. You think he's like some kind of master of escape?
No, fucking no. He might be.
He's clearly Houdini, obviously.
Yeah, maybe. Can I deafen him?
Sure.
I could just use thunderclap on him, just right next to
Oh.
his ears. Just bang.
Wow.
Then he can't be of any help. Everyone would have to
Cover
their
our
ears.
ears.
Yeah, cover their ears. But let's not for now. We'll leave it.
Anyway, you
Yeah, we'll
guys,
just leave it for
you
now.
guys start barricading windows. Lug's got like Earth Daddy shields. He's laid across things. Like stuff's been boarded up.
Right. Okay.
I can believe Lug has been very delicate with. I can believe
Yeah.
Lug has been very delicate with Daddy shields.
We'll send
They're
Lug
very
up-
important.
I think we should send Lug upstairs where the people are,
Hmm.
just in case they get through the windows upstairs. Because they can't,
Roll.
get into the downstairs.
Roll
Can
me
they?
a Actually, yeah. Roll me a perception.
Okay.
I bet Orpheus probably doesn't even fucking need to. Yeah, no, he's fucking passive perception's 14.
Yeah. Oh my God! Look at that.
Amazing.
I know.
You start to hear some kind of clacking sound. It sounds like metal on metal.
Guys, can you hear that?
Sounds like there's
I
some
do.
people outside.
Yeah.
Anyone want to take? Anyone want to try and peer through the boards?
I would love to peek.
I'll
You
do
mean the
same.
Earth Daddy shields, the earthen shields?
I just imagine Lug just like uses his mold earth, just like creates a little slit in the stonework.
Oh wait, how much money do I get from taking his money?
Yeah, Ozin robbed him.
Oh yeah. 3 silver and 4 copper.
Oh wow, that guy's quite rich. He's done pretty well for himself as a street thug.
He's probably not just a street thug. He probably does have a job.
Nah, he's full-time street thug. Obviously,
Full-time street thug.
every D&D character that's an NPC is just one-dimensional, right?
Mate, the thing is, when you're a road man, you gotta be road man 24/7.
All right.
Exactly.
When you look outside, you see what looks like could be like a procession of probably 30 to 50 people. They're dressed head to toe in red.
Yeah, that's them.
They look like they're going to a fancy dress party.
Their faces, they like in addition to their red cloak with their hoods up, you can see that they kind of have like red veils over their faces, so you can only really like see kind of like their well, if they're not looking down, you can kind of see like the brow, like just right around the eyes.
So basically,
Someone
they're the
really
Ku Klux
likes
Klan.
red in that group. Just red, no other color. No, if you walk in with any other color, you're banned.
But
Can't have green. God no.
You see them. You see them marching. You see they have like a. They have what looks to be some kind of dwarven banner. If you are familiar with that sort of thing, you would recognize it as the banner of Dunnan.
That's not a good sign.
And then you see they have a procession of several banners from around the Alliance. There's one for the elves, one for the dragonborns, and they're all on fire.
That's what I would expect.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you see a bunch of them, they have what appear to be various types of weaponry, mostly like picks and hammers. You just kind of see them clacking them together as they're marching.
All right, let's not draw attention to our building.
Hey, over here!
Which direction are they walk? Do they look like they're walking past, or are they walking towards us? It's a pretty important question.
Yeah.
It seems to be the case that you see they're actually they seem to be marching from two different directions, and they're kind of gathering in the sort of sorry, I gotta bring the map up again so you can actually see it. If you look at where you guys are, well, it's hard to see because there's so many of you. They're kind of coalescing into this square here. And you see,
Go on.
they seem to be setting up what looks to be some kind of makeshift podium.
Podium.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, okay, so you're gonna be shouting.
And
So
then
is their leader gonna go up on the stage with?
you see
take
that
off
there's one of them. He has like he's dressed all in red, but he does have a kind of snow white sash.
Lie down.
And you see him approach up to the podium. And it looks like he's beginning to make some. He looks like he's preparing to make some kind of speech.
Glad I didn't use thunderclap. They would have heard it.
Mm.
Yeah, true. All right, what do you guys want to do?
Hide.
I think Ozen wants to hear.
Unfortunately, they're so far away you can't really hear.
Hey, do you guys want to know what they're saying?
But he
I'm good right
seems,
now.
but the speaker seems really passionate. You can tell by like the way his hands are moving, and he's making all kinds of gestures, and he seems really animated.
Do you guys want me to tell you what he's saying?
Can you read lips?
I can't read lips. I got something better though.
What?
I cast clairvoyance.
Huh?
Hmm.
Now you fucked him. He didn't have a speech prepared.
That doesn't really. I mean, I kind of understand I don't have a composed speech, but I do know what he's planning to say, more or
Oh,
less.
okay.
What he's talking about.
You can. Yeah, like, I'm not going to give you a hate speech, Tom. Like, no, I
Please
didn't.
don't.
I didn't take the time to actually write a hate speech because I'm not a fucking monster, Tom. But I do have the gist of it.
Okay.
The creature that can see the sense of benefit from seeing invisible, blah blah blah. Well, that shouldn't be an issue.
So yeah, I can switch between seeing and hearing, and given that I know what I'm supposed to be looking at, I'm going to be hearing.
Okay, so you cast clairvoyance, and you listen in, and you hear essentially he talks about how dwarven culture has been threatened by all of these outside influences, all these interlopers coming in, bringing their chaos, their disorder, diluting what it truly means to be a dwarf.
This is getting very scarily real to our world right now.
It's almost like art imitates life.
Yeah. Accidentally.
But and how that we're not going to stand for this any longer. We're going to take back our homeland, la-di-da-di-da.
Right. So racism.
Yeah, it sounds like general racism.
Yeah,
just
just general racism.
I'm just curious to see if he mentions any.
And then he says, and we're going to start by purging this city.
What?
We must cleanse the. And I'm not going to finish that.
Yeah, let's not finish that.
I mean, you essentially already did.
That's not Simon.
I'm not going to finish that at all, but it still stands off.
And he
Yeah.
just kind of finishes with a very very lame statement about being as daring as you can.
I mean, are we going to stand for this?
Yes, there's a lot of them, and there's a few of us.
Yeah, but you know what we are, and they're not. We're main characters.
That doesn't mean you can't die.
And pull out the whistle.
Main characters in the game, which people die a lot in.
That's true.
And call my grandmother.
You're going to call your grandmother?
Oh no! I don't think that's going to help in the situation.
Hey, Grandma, could you tell these guys to fuck off, please? Thank you very much.
How about
Don't
we just
forget
send them into the
Fae.
dimension of the Fae and see what happens?
Oh,
Think my
then we'll
dimension
have a
door
bunch...
could open up the dimension of the Fae, and I just take that guy into it.
we'll just have a whole bunch of super racist dwarves suddenly inhabiting the Feywild.
I don't think they'd last for long.
They'll meet the first Fae, try to be really mean to it, make a deal with them in the end, and just be screwed over for the rest of their life.
Sounds like a good idea. All in favour, say aye.
I
Aye. Okay. How are we going to get? How are people from Leo going to get here if they're not if they're very multicultural?
I mean, my thing was I want one of you to talk to your earring to the person and tell them situation slightly changed.
You tell them this.
Fine. I'll do the earring thing again.
Okay.
Well, I'll do the earring thing.
Since we do have a direct line to them.
Yes.
To this
talk to-
lady as well.
What's their face?
He's like
Diane.
It's like a voice comes. Hello, you've reached Belwar Leo Central Command.
Hi. We were beforehand redirected to your supervisor. We're part of Llama Team 6. Could I be directed to the high up, please?
I'm the on-duty supervisor.
That would work for me, thank you very much. Hi, situation changed over here. There's a bunch of super racist dwarfs extremists outside, I mean.
It's like, it's like, all right, just one moment. Okay, I've got your case file here.
Hi.
Yeah, we did receive a report of this activity going on at this location. Our current advisory is to remain calm. We do have an extraction team inbound.
Awesome. I just wanted to let you guys know, so you know, no scuffle happens outside this place. There's children in here, you know.
We do appreciate your situation, sir. I will assure you, we are doing everything we can. We do have a plan involving spec ops and stealth, so you're in capable hands.
I can't wait.
Do you have a rough ETA, or is it still up in the wind?
My understanding of the situation is that they are prepping for deployment now.
Thank you very, very much. Have a wonderful day.
Okay, so we're at the point of, do we wait or do we try and do something?
What do I do?
wait or call Faye.
Yeah, we've summoned the Fae.
Brandon?
You're the ones making the decision.
We've summoned the Fae.
We've summoned the Fae.
All right. Both of them or just the one?
I think just the one.
Well, you're one as well.
Unless Orphe really wants to summon
Big titty girl.
what's her face.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I'm not making that decision for Orpheer, but you could make that request if you thought it would help.
Let's first see what my Fae has to say, because I'm not bound by a contract.
Yeah,
and
that's
she was really pissed last time I was. She was pissed last time I made to deal with a different Fae.
Well, it's not really going to do much to help. We can't really make them do anything.
Yeah, Fae do whatever.
I've already signed a contract with one Fae. I'm not signing another one.
Yeah, I prefer not to as well. I know how tricky they can be.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you blow the whistle that Aurelia gave you, and Whirlwind, you know the deal. I need to actually connect her to this token. God damn, there's a lot of characters in this now.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Error bit. There we go. Show your
Brandon, you've
nameplate.
also got like civilized races, and there's only Bronze Elves, Drow Elf, Hill Dwarf, Lightfoot, Halfling.
Yeah, they're the only civilized races, obviously.
Yeah.
Have you met anyone other than them?
Yeah, we've met humans.
Do they count?
No, not really.
At this point, I'm really not sure anymore.
Okay, so for the rest of you guys, I guess I get to add this to you all now.
Yeah, I can see it.
Oh, she's actually in all of your journals. Okay, cool. This is Aurelia of the Southern Winds.
Mhm. Wait, is she a spring court?
She is.
Isn't this like the wrong time to be calling her?
The wrong time to be calling her when she has duties to carry out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So it's the
right now,
perfect
just
time
free
to call
she's
her.
like she's on holiday at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she kind of pops in and she's got like a mixed drink in one hand.
Can I have some of that, please? There's no alcohol here.
Oh yeah, the bar's empty. There's no booze here.
Like Orpheer kind of shoots you a glass. Do you not remember the one rule I told you?
What was that? They're not
Never
sleeping.
accept food or drink from a fairy.
Oh, right, yeah.
There's the one rule.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Oh, you can only ask.
I'm gonna take a beer out from my no wait, I'm gonna take a beer out from one of our many sacks of holding.
she looks she kind of she pops in. She goes, and she kind of turns to us and, was there something you needed?
Oh, nice to see you two again. So there are a bunch
your
of
grandmother's
extremists
fit.
outside, and I was wondering if you could, like, distance.
You started
Say that
you
again?
started breaking up at I was wondering if.
I was wondering if you could snap them out of it.
Existence.
She's like, do I look like a giant purple freak to you? It's like I don't see a glove. I don't see any gauntlets on these hands. No. She's like, I'm not a genie or a god. I have limitations.
Could I have a high five?
Give him a high five. He needs one. He's had a long day.
She goes, oh, very well.
Yeah.
We mortals.
Right, I think we should just leave it for now then. If we can't get any help from the pharaoh, we've got a
Well, it was nice to meet you.
we've got an advanced team of L.E.O coming to help rescue the people that we are. Yeah, spec ops. If they take them, then maybe the more capable can go out and take a stand. Maybe.
She's like,
what I could do is dimension door.
she kind of turns to us and is like, I'm sorry, sweetie. What are your little friends talking about? This sounds quite dramatic.
Oh, yeah, there are some racists outside. They plan to kill all of us.
They're trying to exterminate a lot of people in the city.
Yeah, they're
because
gonna
they're not
basically
dwarf.
kill everything that's not dwarf.
She just kind of like recoils, like, oh, how very mortal.
Yeah. I second that.
I felt that.
So I was hoping that you would be able to take care of things fast, but since, like you said,
You can't rely on other people to do what we need to do.
Would require
Remember, we are
a
the-
great deal of magic to do such a thing. A price I don't think any of you could pay.
Not
What is
yet.
this price?
Not yet. It's a lot of blood magic. It's pretty great.
Oh, okay. That's not then. Do we need?
What
Okay.
is
Wait. So,
this
do you need to
gem?
take the soul of someone to do this?
A lot of HP.
Yeah. I'm just wondering. Just yes or no.
No, I'd need help. And help is not free.
Yeah. I'm not.
Gem?
I mean, we have this dwarf here who very much be willing to help after a bit of persuasion.
Very helpful person.
Yeah.
Isn't he?
She's like,
I mean,
do I look like
like
Asmodeus to
him-
you?
What
Now,
did she say?
like-
Chris, shut up. What did you say, Brandon?
She's like, do I look like Asmodeus to you? Fae do
Does
not
this gem
deal in souls.
Look nice,
Oh, okay.
or was this your thing?
What would he be
I can't
helping
hear
you
what
with?
you're saying because you sound like the Charlie Brown teacher.
Yeah, you need to fix your mic.
Yeah, your mic's not picking you up very clearly.
Yeah, no, buy a new one.
Just right now. Go. Amazon's pretty quick.
Yeah, man. I'm at Prime now.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
Yeah, get there. You want to go to Amazon Drone?
Mm.
Yeah, that'll work. I think he's dead now.
I think he's trying to adjust his mic, probably.
Okay, so we don't have anyone that can help. We need a
Alright.
wizard.
Hello.
I'm asking if she would take the gem.
The Jinn.
The
Gem.
gem.
The massive gem that he has that he's been
Oh,
holding
she
for a
needs
while.
help casting the spell.
Would I know your opinion on other fae?
Okay, so
but
here's the thing you need to consider, Ozan. Your gem would probably be very, very, very valuable in the mortal monetary systems. I'd like you to consider, however, that the Fae play by a different set of rules. Like a really different set of rules.
Okay. So, Grandma, I know you hate other fae, but what if we called the other fae as assistants in the spell that you speak of?
I suppose it just...
Right, looks like you're calling your friend Orifir.
Orpheus is like, for the record, this feels like a bad idea.
I have to agree.
I'm sure it's fine.
Whilst I will stay in here for 5 seconds while she's here with Lug, we're gonna leave the room.
Okay, so Orpheus calls Zeliphe. At first, she looks really pleased to see Orpheus, and then she, like, catches the glimpse of Aurelia out the corner of her eye, and her entire demeanor changes a little bit. It's like, oh, Aurelia.
Yeah, me and Lug are going by. We've had our oogle.
She's like, oh, this must be quite a desperate situation then. And Aurella's like, hello, Zelope.
Dorian, do you want to come with us?
If you sure, yes.
Yes, I suggest that everyone that does not need to be present leave.
So basically,
So long
just
as
me and
Jonathan's
Orc
with
here.
us.
Yeah, you two. Yeah, we'll leave just you two there.
So long as Jonathan's with us, that's all.
Yeah, we've grabbed Telephone as well, and we've grabbed our prisoner.
I am not I'm not letting my head go from Seraphim, because otherwise he's gonna just spontaneously disappear, and I don't want to be part of that.
That's fine. We've got Lug to grab the.
This
the
is going to
person.
be curious. Alright, let's see how this goes.
Did you expect this today, Brandon?
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, they speak to each other in Sylvan.
Simon? Oh wait, no, we're not there.
I'm not in the room.
Language, yeah.
And they seem to have a lot of back and forth discussion about things. There's a little bit of, there's a small amount of yelling, a little bit of pleading happens.
Hey Dorian, I've got some sweets if you want some.
Oh, I'll happily take him.
There you go. Me and Lug are drinking the beer I've got in my bag of holding.
And then finally, they seem to come to an idea. I don't actually remember who's in the room because everyone seems to still be in the room.
It's only Orifir and Ozen.
I'm stuck on the screen of the Great Soul Temple thing.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
As is the community.
Sorry,
Hold on, Brandon.
I keep forgetting that I'm looking at two different screens. Sorry
Right.
about that. There you go.
Yep, we're all in there now.
Where did you go?
Apparently, we got moved over into the bedroom.
Apparently. To the left.
Okay.
Our Ara's gonna be gone. Could you move her daughter?
Why are they leaving?
Why would they still be in the room? There's
When
a
everyone
young
else is gone.
girl there.
I mean, Audrin is literally a druid.
Okay, yeah, but Audrey can stay. Our is not a druid; she's a paladin, if I remember correctly.
Yes, but her husband and her fiance are also there.
Yeah, but I mean, a child.
What
No,
about
no.
the child?
Last time we dealt with Faye properly, there was a lot of child stealing.
Yes, but those are unseelie Fae.
Yeah, I get that, but just making sure they're not part of the bargain. Oh, Chris might want to move your defender.
His defender would literally never go anywhere without him.
Yeah, I know.
Also, it's not a living thing.
I know. Okay, continue.
It is ostensibly an object.
Continue, Brandon.
Okay, well, they begin to describe what they think could be feasible to Chris.
That was it. They aren't metagaming.
What do they describe? Oh, okay. We're not hearing it. Are you typing it out?
Well, you're not in the room.
Okay, that makes sense.
You're the one who did this. I don't understand why this is a question you have.
Okay, Belron and Yigita are now in a bed together, snoozing away. A happily married couple. Lug is being a lug and defending the door. I am. I'm going to perform. I enjoy the silence, don't you, Simon?
It's pretty great. It's just them typing to each other now.
Yeah, cute. Oh,
Yeah.
25 on my performance.
Again, you guys are the ones who made this happen
Sending
this way.
private
You
little
can't
messages
speak. We're
between
not
each
going to
other,
be paying attention.
flirting in the background. It's pretty great.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, you guys should just be role playing over there since.
We are. I'm performing.
And I'm eating
Simon-
candy.
Yeah, eating candy. Have you got any books you haven't read, Simon?
No.
Oh. Are you gonna have to reread a book? Are there any
Nah.
books in here?
Probably find a bunk with a book and
Yeah.
steal it.
That'd be fine. I think it's only us here now.
True. Oh dear.
Chris, make sure you're not typing in the chat box. Yeah.
Oh
There you
dear.
are.
They're not. I don't think they're like mad at each other. They're just.
They're just Fae.
Yeah, they just have different goals from each other.
Hmm.
Alright, so that sounds like a good idea. I imagine you aren't doing this for free.
Also, Tom, I don't know if you remember or not, but Zelpy's whole thing was like birth is a kind of a part of her. I don't want to say domain because it's not like a god, but it's part of what she does.
Am I supposed to know what that entails? Am I interested in this?
No, I'm just saying you're like, why would Ara stay? It's like, why wouldn't she? I mean, she knows this
Yeah.
about Zelpy as well because she was literally there last time.
Oh, well,
Oh, wait, no,
really?
actually, no, she wasn't there last time. Was she? She was outside the barrier.
No.
Never mind.
all I see is Faye.
Hello? I can't hear them now. That's great. Motherfucker. Alright, let me just try leaving. Nope, still not working. Okay, I'm going to assume the output is having a problem.
I can hear everyone else, and I can hear you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what had happened was it had switched to a different output device.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so the reason I was talking was because the stream was still going.
Yeah.
But what was I saying?
You were talking to Chris.
But yeah, not everyone has your aversion to Fae.
Well, yeah, I know. Me and Simon do though.
I'm kind of waiting for you guys to make anything happen. Like all of you, that includes you, Chris.
I'm like waiting to see what this price is that's greater.
He did ask a question.
I didn't hear him ask a question. But you know, you should know by now. You don't get to find out what they want until they want it.
Yeah. Just roll with it if you really need them to.
That's why we ran away.
Yeah. We aren't giving our lives. If I die, a Fae which nearly killed Simon's gonna come back.
Oh no, not again. She hugged me to death. That was not nice.
Yeah,
Members of
no.
the Supreme Court literally cannot ask you for your life.
Yeah, but we don't know this. Do you expect a person who doesn't know a lot about the Fae to know this?
I mean, Ozen might because he's probably done research on Faye since he's Faye touched, but
That's conceivable. But again, Ozen, we're at an impasse. Because you're not talking to anyone but them. They've given you their side. Hey, doggy.
I'll. I guess I'll pass.
What?
I don't. No, I won't take the deal.
Okay. And?
So,
Just so we're clear, the game has stopped because you guys have stopped.
Well, means we can't do much. We're waiting for you guys to finish up.
Yeah, we're waiting for you two.
He literally just said no deal.
Oh. Oh, okay, then we're coming back down. Back down we are. Now what?
It's a $1 million question, isn't it?
What can we do?
We can't do anything.
There's nothing which we can really do.
Yeah, let's just wait here.
I've got a whole bunch of angry. I've got a group of elves that's more numerous than us outside.
You mean dwarves?
Dwarves that are outside that are really angry and hate people who are not them.
Right.
Considering that we
And
have,
you know that there's a bunch of people who are coming to try and save us.
yeah, so we should stay here and let them save us, or at least
Pretty
the people we're
much.
looking after. There's not much we can do.
Mm-hmm. We've boarded up the place and now we just wait.
A few
Okay.
hours later.
So things are seem to be going okay for about 8 minutes.
That's great. Is that where they start bashing at the doors?
I guess the Fae just decide to stay and watch.
No, they left.
They literally can't leave.
Oh. Tell them to fuck off.
They're required to make a deal before they can leave.
Yes.
Just accept it.
Fine, I'll accept the freaking deal.
This was your idea. Okay, Brandon, he's accepted the deal.
How should you guys? Mm. That's actually really funny. Okay. So, Zellaby and Aurelio work together, and between them, they summon what appears to be some kind of ethereal rose.
Did you guys wish for a garden of ghosts?
And they hand it to, I guess, Ozan.
Yeah.
What does this do?
What he said. So, what is this rose exactly?
He's typing it out. Give him a minute. He's pensively thinking. He's trying his best not to smile. It's not working at all.
Is
all
it,
depends
is
on-
it
You can see it, look.
It's all the pensive thinking, man.
Mm-hmm. His camera's still slightly off.
It really is annoying me.
Yeah.
Well, come fix it.
Brandon, you live in the
There's a small
America.
pond- There's a small pond between us, you know. It's
Yeah.
a bit awkward.
Also, the planes aren't running yet.
Yeah, they're not running to America at least.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
I
really...
know England's trying to open up within Europe now.
Yeah, Spain's next.
Oh, I see. It's literally the issue is the monitor that the thing is sitting on isn't level. That's so fucking irritating. I don't know. I'll play with it later and try and probably like fold some paper to sit under it.
Thanks.
Yeah, because it turns out Europe has done a pretty reasonable job of this thing. It's going on,
Yeah.
surprisingly.
I like how you're starting to actually type like the Fae.
He's doing what? He's sending text like a fairy.
Yeah.
Brandon, this is a weird skill you have.
What?
Of being able to type like a fairy.
Over the top and whimsical.
Yeah.
Let's close that. Let's close that. Sweet.
Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da.
Okay,
Oh,
guys,
on.
you can come up now.
Oh, sweet.
Yay! Back down we are.
Hi.
Man, fucking fantastic.
How did that go?
Let's grab everyone
I
here.
gave you a flower.
Cool.
Okay,
It's a
what,
flower.
what does flower do?
It will open a portal for 14 minutes. I assume to the Fae realm?
Oh,
Cool.
you open a portal to the Fey realm. Did you like literally not read what I sent to you?
You just said portal.
Literally said pathway to a Fey gate nearby.
Right. What's a Fey gate?
Yeah, what's that?
The Fey gates are, you can think of them kind of like waypoints.
Okay, where will this take us?
To the nearest Fey gate.
Okay. No, but where will the Fey gate take us?
No one asked.
Oh, fuck. Chris!
So my next question would be, is this for us or is this for them?
It'll be
Yeah.
open for 14 minutes.
What should we do?
You think it's going to take 14 minutes for them to walk through a portal?
No.
Basically, you can open this portal and you have to corral everyone through it in 14 minutes.
It should be too hard. We've only got 100 odd people. One at a time, that's like 1 per second. So that's 100 and that's 100 odd seconds. That's
Which is 2 minutes,
less than
not
yeah,
14.
that's 2 minutes. Yeah, that's 2 minutes.
What?
How big is the portal?
Big enough for a person to walk through.
Okay, so if everyone gets in a orderly
Massive
formation,
line.
yeah, a massive
It's
line.
like, okay,
Yeah,
everyone queue up, women and children first.
No. We'll send someone one of us first in case they trick
We
us.
will send Lug and then
Yes.
the women and children.
Yes, that'll work. Okay, let's do that then. Simon, do you want to go message the people to tell them that we've got an idea?
So this is for us then, right? Ozan?
I suppose.
Okay. Do you want to get? Do you want to call the L.E.O people?
What?
Do we want to be by a fake gate? Is that where we genuinely want to go?
Have you ever
I
read
don't-
about fairies, Simon?
I know some stuff, but I'm thinking also the whole. Okay, so now
when I say Simon, I meant Dorian.
sorry, I don't know, but I'm also thinking logically of okay, we've got all of us there. Then we have to move on to the Elven realm without our carts, without our gear, without supplies.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Sure, the elves can hunt, so food and water we might be fine with, but then we're a group of 80-something people walking through the wilds or from wherever to try to get to somewhere else. Small issue.
Well,
Small flaw.
well, we don't necessarily have to go all the way to the Elven realms without resupplying, do we?
But we do need our carts.
And also, it means that Lug doesn't get his money back for the carts.
Well, I guess the carts will be in storage, won't they?
They're being brought over to where we are right now, at some point.
Yeah, about that.
And there's a bunch of dwarves outside who are really angry who are going to put 2 and 2 together. Those
Yeah.
carts are not going to end up in storage anymore.
Okay, how about this then? How about we have a small group of us use the rows, and another group of us go with the L.E.O team, get our carts, escape the city.
That kind
How?
of.
And
I
also,
don't see how that would help.
How do we
What,
know?
having the carts?
No,
do we
I
know
don't see.
where-
I don't see how splitting up is going to help, because then there will be people that have carts and people that don't have carts, and more importantly, people who don't have people to drive carts.
Mm-hmm. And also, how would we know where the other team is?
Oh, true. We don't know where it is, do we? Maybe
Yes,
we
we got
can.
earrings. I don't think they have I think their radius is less than a few miles. I don't know.
What if we suggest a rendezvous point?
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for tearing this idea apart, Ozan.
Well, the
It's-
the issue is, if the problem with having a rendezvous point is we don't know where the Fey Gate is since no one asked.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fays are known to be tricky people. How about we allow that and just wait for the SEAL team like we should have just in the first place?
To be honest, I'm fine with just waiting for the SEAL team and
Yeah.
calling the magic by the entrance in the windows.
Yeah, he could just hold the rose for the rest of his life and then use it when he needs to get away.
To be honest,
It
it's
was
pretty
like,
good GTFO thing. Once we are no longer a group of 80 odd people,
Yeah,
God,
man.
I can't get rid of it. Can't wait to get rid of everyone else.
Can we hold on to this, our Lord and Savior?
They never said there was a certain time limit on how long. Like
No,
they never
it's-
said it will.
It stays open. If we activate it, then it'll stay open for 14 minutes, won't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So if we don't activate it, we can just keep it.
Generally how objects work.
Right, we're waiting.
Like, I'm not even sure why this question was asked, though.
Because I was just making sure that someone hadn't activated it, or, you know, there wasn't some kind of conditional clause. But yeah, we're staying here until the SEAL team gets here.
Sorry, Ozen.
It's fine.
Right, okay.
I can hijack a ship more easily.
Right, let's wait here then.
Let's
Just
wait
so-
here for the 8 minutes before something explodes.
Yeah. Right, 8 minutes, Brandon.
Oh
Oh no. God, you're rolling really high today, Brandon.
no. And I know the bad thing is that's usually the high level is usually where I put the unlikely things.
Oh, what's happened, Brandon?
Dorian, you feel you have a tingling in your brain as you become aware of time. You realize your cartridge is supposed to be delivered in right about now.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Right. Do you want me to dimension door out?
You know what could be very funny?
What?
Is the guy still on the stand?
He does appear to be, yes.
Simon, what do you want me to do?
How far away is he, roughly? Roughly?
He's just out in the square,
Yeah, but how far away is the
Is it
square?
more than 100 feet?
probably.
Crap.
I could go invisible, go behind him, and then use the dimension door on him, and then teleport him as close as possible to us.
Who is him?
The guy on the stage.
guy on the stand. We're gonna kidnap him.
Kidnap him and...
I mean, Simon had a brainwave. I connected to that brainwave.
See, my thing was I wanted to get close enough to him to cast confusion on him, because in my head I think it would be amazing if suddenly the person that everyone is looking up to suddenly
How far
turns
away is
into
your
a day.
confusion? What's
It's
your
90
range of your-
feet.
90 feet. How far away is he, Brandon? Give me an estimate.
Yeah, because it does the quote. This spell assaults and twists creatures' minds, spoiling delusions and provoking uncontrolled action.
He's 114 feet away.
140.
14.
That's
I
very,
could,
very
Simon,
good.
I could dimension door us close.
Uh,
I could. Oh, I've got a range of dimension door for 500 feet.
You see, Orpheus has a good eye for distance, Simon, because he's a ranger who shoots
Yeah.
things
114 from where exactly?
from the window.
From the window.
Basically,
Okay.
basically here.
Okay.
Could I dimension door us up onto a building near the square? And could that work?
Yeah, with their place that would be within 90 feet.
Simon, I can do range of 500 feet.
No, but is there a place on the roof that would be within 90 feet of the guy?
No, we could dimension door to another building near closer to him.
Hence, is there a
The
place like that,
question
Brandon?
Simon has, Tom,
Yeah.
is there a place that you can dimension door to within 90 feet of the dude where
think
you
there
could
would be.
do this?
I think there would be. I don't think there'd be a place that wouldn't be.
Oh,
Simon, do you like cheese?
Wait, what?
Sorry, I'm looking at your chat. I'm looking at the chat.
I do like cheese.
Aye. So is there, Brandon? Or do you want us to have a? Do you want me to have a look?
There is. What do you think?
I think. Could I perception it to see if I'm correct? To make sure.
You could make a perception.
I will make it.
Your general awareness.
Okay.
Oh dear.
There we go.
Nice.
As far as you can tell.
As far as I can tell. Brandon, is your screen flickering again?
It was, yes.
Oh, okay.
So,
So, as far as I can tell.
we go over there. I
Yeah.
cast confusion on the poor guy.
Yeah.
Hopefully he fails.
Yeah.
Do you have any Oh, you've got booming voice, don't you?
I do not have booming voice. I have thunderclap, but that's 10 feet, so I won't be able to reach him.
I was gonna ask if you can project your voice very, very far.
I could. No, it's 10 feet. That's also 10 feet. Fucking hell. No, that's 60 feet. No, that's too far.
I just want to see if you've got a thing that you can use to project your voice.
No, I don't.
I have Stormburst as log.
Because here's my plan.
What you're gonna
Okay.
is like confuse him and then me project the voice and say good things.
No. Confuse him, right?
Yeah,
Let him stumble around for the minute, because it only lasts for a minute.
yeah.
And then afterwards cast Silent Image and make
Yeah.
a giant version of the first dwarf and
Yeah,
use
oh.
you as a funnel of what his voice would be.
Oh, that would be really cool, but I don't have
To
that.
tell him,
unfortunately.
to tell
And
everyone
Brandon-
to basically
Brandon is
GTFO.
Loving that idea.
Because I've got both of those spells. So
I wish I had
I can
booming
confuse the poor
voice.
guy to make everyone you know go, oh shit, something's happened. And in Silent Image, a giant version of the person that they're holding the banner of, to basically tell them to go, the fuck, guys?
I mean, I could shout loud if that's what you want. I would just shout.
You don't have a
I could use thunderclap as well to aid in your action there. And then people 100 feet away would be like, "Yo,
What?
like clap and bang."
Oh god, this would have been so good, but that's just
It really fucking would have. I fucking wish I had it.
That would have been very fascinating.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing, I just want to confuse everyone enough to freak enough of them out to go away. But... do I have... No, I don't have that spell. God, so close. Anything else?
You know what? I might just dimension door up there and take Orifale with me just to let him shoot them with a bow.
But then that would kind of prove their point.
Yeah.
An outsider has assassinated one of their kind.
Oh, I'm not saying that he's assassinating them. I'm telling you he's going to murder them all.
Wait, 'cause
Again, that proves their point.
Great and all. I don't know that he's take out like 70 people great.
And also,
he
again,
is
it
the main
proves
character,
their point.
Yeah. We could confuse him and then make a stinking cloud.
Could do that. Do I have... No, I don't have that.
It's nauseating gas. It'll disperse all the people.
Oh god.
Simon, we've got to think about our cart.
I can't get the first plan out of my head. It's really annoying.
Okay, so you have to live with it. Right, so what should we do? Should we confuse him and then send out a stinking cloud?
Confusing for sure.
Yeah, and then, you know, stinky cloud.
Nope, that's definitely not what I want. So I'm just looking for all my spells. Nope. No. Ah. No, it's 30 feet.
Yeah. Right, just to help with the session, should we just let Brandon do Brandon stuff?
Let's we're gonna do that. We're gonna do the first part at least. We're gonna dimension door and confuse the poor guy, and hopefully
Okay.
he'll just fall off the podium.
Yeah, if he doesn't, I'll stinking cloud. Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
Brandon, are you ready?
Sure.
Where are you, Simon? Simon, get downstairs.
Sorry, I've been looking outside the window upstairs.
Right, I've got you. Right, we're gonna dimension door it out. And boom.
I think there's one thing we should consider though. In any of these situations, shouldn't we have everyone in a position to evacuate?
Evacuate to where?
Well, again,
We'll just get the Spec Ops team to save us. It'll be fine.
right? But don't you think it would be more helpful to the the Spec Op team if we don't have to like do a sweep of the building to make sure we got everyone?
Hey, Orifir,
If
go
we
do
had
that.
everyone ready to
Yeah.
go,
Hey,
I think
Orifir,
RFA should do that.
you're really good with people, aren't you? Go do
Yeah.
that.
it's the opposite
get
of
Lug-
what Orpheus good at.
Exactly. Go ahead.
Lug's gonna
Orifir.
do it as well. Right. Brandon, take us to the city screen where the podium is.
Honestly, I didn't imagine this being a thing, so there's not really anywhere to take you.
Okay, we won't go then. Just because
Okay.
you didn't think of it. It's
We're
cool.
currently in the realm of imagination because I will admit this is ridiculous in all
Yes. Okay, right. Simon, do you want to cast
Yeah,
your
I don't
confusion?
think that I could have ever predicted such a ridiculous plan.
Me and Simon can't stand for bigots and racists.
It's also the case I'm just thinking of all the cards and I don't want them to be smashed.
Oh, that's true.
So,
Okay.
it's that
Before
card.
that, I raided the larder and grabbed the rotten egg.
Why?
Because it's funny.
Stinking cloud.
Also a stinking
verifies
cloud.
Does a rotten egg have a value?
A rotten egg. I don't know.
Okay. Okay. So you know how you're a bard, right?
Yeah.
You use your instrument as an arcane focus.
Oh, so I don't need to use.
You don't
that.
use material components because you have an
Oh,
arcane focus, unless that material has a stated gold value.
I don't think it does.
It doesn't.
No.
So
Okay, fantastic.
You just have a rotten egg in your equipment.
that's why
Yeah, that
that's
sounds
why
about
that's
right.
why like a wizard always wants to have like a fucking wand or something as an arcane focus, because then they
Oh,
don't
okay.
need like 100 million components,
That sounds about right. Right.
unless they're gonna ritual cast or whatever. But
Yeah. Okay. Good then. I'm ready on the stinking cloud, Simon. Just waiting on your confusion.
I cast Confusion.
did you guys dimension door? Oh yeah.
Yeah, we already dimensioned it out.
For fuck's sake, please stop the flashing.
You really need to get that sorted out, bro.
Each creature in a 10-foot sphere center point you choose in range must succeed on a wisdom saving throw.
Just centered on the guy in the podium, so I think it's just him, basically.
Okay. I gotta pull up his sheet. Where the fuck is it? Just to make sure I don't give anything away, I am going to whisper this.
versus the 16.
I think a 22 passes.
I think
Fuck.
that passes.
Okay. Second thing, stinking cloud. Right on the right to the people down below.
Mm-hmm. It's 30 feet.
Sorry, I'm just looking through his thing to see if he has anything that might be problematic for you guys. Nope. Oh, what's this? Oh wow. Sorry. So you stinking cloud. What now?
I used it on the crowd. Dispersing them.
20-foot sphere of yellow nauseating gas.
Yeah. The area is heavily obscured, so they won't be able to see us. Or where
Just lots
it
of
was-
yellow.
Yeah.
Ah, it's like mustard gas.
It basically is. I just committed a crime.
You just committed a war crime, good job.
Jesus Christ, bro, that's a lot of rolls.
You just did this in a giant crowd of people, didn't you?
Yeah.
You committed a war crime.
I expected, like, one roll for everyone.
So what's the spell save DC?
15. So,
right. So
a lot of people.
Two people succeeded.
2 people have not been affected by it. Have managed to make the save.
They're like,
Now you can hear shouts that that we're under attack.
Fuck it. I
Yeah.
also cast Fog Cloud at 4th level.
Me and Simon, we're not happy at bigots. We're basically throwing tear gas at them. And smoke grenades.
That's 100 feet radius of suddenly fog.
Bro. They definitely can't see us.
Yeah, it's 100 feet radius of fog.
They'll be focusing on other things, not the cart now, won't they, Simon?
There's no save, there's no nothing like that. 20. So
Well, it wouldn't be, would it? It's an obscurance.
So you create 20-foot radius sphere, it's centered on a point within range, so the center of all the people. Sphere spreads around corners, arrows lasts for all duration, or until wind of moderate or greater, at least 10
Simon,
minutes per
you don't mind doing a saving throw, do you?
at fourth level. Sure, I don't mind.
I could thunderclap. Just make a massive sound as well.
Just go away with just doing crowd dispersal at this point.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
That's
Thanks for the deception, Ozen.
So I'm watching through the window. I didn't go through the door with you.
Oh, I know.
200 foot. That's 200 foot diameter of fog. It's ridiculous. I need to use that spell more. It's stupid.
That is. I'll let Brandon take it because I don't know what we're doing by turns right now.
Well, technically you're not in a combat order.
Okay, so I can just thunderclap. Skadoosh.
Damn it.
Thunderclap to
Damn.
do what?
He's just thunderclap in the air.
In the air. We're doing
To,
crowd
like,
disposal.
Freak everyone out.
Yeah, we're trying to make everyone leave.
We're just trying to scare everyone, basically.
It's gonna be like, what the fuck are these two idiots doing?
So some people have erected an anti-magic field
Oh, those motherfuckers.
just to have some stability around themselves.
Ozzy, you're not there.
Still loud.
He's at the He's at his window. Suddenly, storm. Suddenly brewing.
How did I crit one and how did I crit both but get a crit success and a crit fail on my roll there?
Perfectly average.
Yeah, man, perfectly average as all
Perfectly
things should be.
average. So, the crowd is now beginning to become slightly enraged.
No, the police can deal with it.
I'm also hoping that this would possibly freak out anyone who's walking towards it. You know, like
Yeah.
a bunch of people in the carts looking at suddenly a massive
I
amount of
would've-
smoke.
Yeah, they would see the smoke. They'd hear the thunder.
Probably
They'd
go,
see the
no.
yellow clouds.
I'm GTFOing from here.
And suddenly,
radius.
you begin to hear a loud booming voice in Dwarvish, talking about how we have to stand strong against these aggressive outsiders.
You really had to feel that confusion.
Oh, dear. I really am so annoyed that you don't have some sort of booming voice, Tom.
That's not my fault.
I'm just so annoyed.
Well, me and Sam are gonna chill up here for a bit now.
Yeah, let's make us up small and just wait for everything to, like, you know, blow
Yeah.
over. It takes a minute for this all to end.
I just walk up the side of the building.
We're on a different building.
I have spider. I was being.
Oh, you're just gonna walk out the window and sweet. But it's still
That'll work.
foggy. Yeah. Just walk into the fog, never to be seen again.
And Brandon's like, fucking hell, these idiots.
But now that the crowd has started to get a little bit more angry, like, we must respond to this threat.
Yay.
And you hear them talking about how it has to be the tavern that you are in. Well, I guess were in.
We're in.
We're in. No, I'm gonna shout at them and say, I'm up here. Actually, yeah, I could enthrall someone.
Enthrall the...
How?
I could
You
I
can't
could-
even see right now.
Yeah,
Shit.
true.
I could dispel magic.
That would dispel everything.
Oh, that's true.
But also, that has an area of effect.
Actually,
I don't
it's
think
one
that-
creature, object, or magical effect within range. So one.
And what's the range?
120 feet.
Ah, you can dispel the magic dispelling.
Oh my god, I can!
Can you dispel an anti-magic field?
Yeah, man.
Is it a spell that they use to do the anti-magic field?
It looks like it is.
No, I'm genuinely querying now because
No.
it's like it's a field that stops magic, and you're going to use magic to stop it.
Hence, the wording specifically
hold
is any spell can be dispelled by dispel magic.
Oh.
So if it's a spell that they use to do it, then yes. It's the guy who actually made the rules was asked questions like this on Twitter, and the response is it's any spell.
Anti-magic field.
So it really depends on how they make the spell.
I can't be dispelled.
So,
Spells and magical effects such as dispel magic have no effect on the
Yeah,
sphere.
no.
sweet.
Sorry. Anti-magic literally says it can't be affected by dispel magic.
Yeah,
And
no.
if
It
the
literally
rule
says
says
at the
it, then
bottom.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can literally read it there just above Tom's roll.
Yeah,
magic.
no,
Spells
right.
and magic effects such as dispel magic have no effect on
Don't
the sphere.
nullify each other, yeah.
Likewise, they can't even nullify each other. Yeah, okay, so that's why I
That
was like
is-
querying, because it's like, how does
Yeah.
something that stops magic become affected by a thing that also stops magic?
Yeah,
That's just perfect, that is.
that is pretty
I'm
perfect.
going
the
to
rule.
rally all the rodents that live in these caves.
Okay, no, Ozin, you're gonna stay back at
Straight.
Ozin. No, Chris, shut up. You're gonna stay at the place, and you're gonna wait there. Because if they're gonna come there, they're gonna need all the help you can get.
We still do have our tiny huts because they're not concentration.
No, I know that. But just in case, because there are windows. But we've got lug in there as well, so it should be fine.
Yeah. So we've got the front window sorted, and we've got the door sorted.
Oh, I see
Right.
why. It's because this area is divorced from the magic energy that suffuses the multiverse. Oh no.
What?
Until the spell ends, the sphere moves with you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. Oh fuck! You know what that can dispel?
The tiny
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
Well, the best
Right.
part is, I don't even know if you could actually know about the anti-magic sphere.
We wouldn't know.
No, we won't. Can I get
Because,
their
yeah,
attention?
while it's basically a 10-foot sphere that clears out your fog, but then beyond that, there's still all of your fog.
Mm-hmm.
So you wouldn't even be
So-
aware of it.
We wouldn't get to see it, and we wouldn't know about it because
Fire a
I've not
magma
seen
bolt
much
at them
about
to
that.
get their attention.
What?
Fire a magma bolt off at them to get their attention.
Into the fog.
Into
Into
the
the fog.
fog?
Yeah, because you'd obviously see the burning trajectory of it.
It's pretty thick fog. It's like
Yeah.
I think it's fog that you can't see more than like what's right in front of your face.
Well,
basically.
they would have been dispelling it in their area, won't
it's
they?
like Jack the Ripper fog. Also, you gotta remember you're underground. There's not actually like sun or anything.
Oh right, yeah, we are, aren't we?
So
Of
it's a
course, it's
really
underground.
fucking dark fog.
Yeah.
Yes, and it's also a
Wouldn't
200
their
foot
magic be
radius fog.
Would their magic be dispelling the fog?
Yeah.
Where their sphere is, yes.
Where it's standing.
If I fire it at the sphere,
You can't
And it
see the
just-
sphere
We
oh
can't see
shit,
it.
yeah.
because there's
don't know.
fog.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, true.
You don't even
Would
know
they-
there is a sphere. You don't know where they are.
Mm-hmm.
So this is
We just know that they're
the,
booming
this
for
is
voice.
just the DM trying to abuse us for me and Simon having fun.
No, it's literally just the situation you're in.
It's great, isn't it? Right, we're gonna have to get down off this building.
Yep. I'm gonna have to get back.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, it's gonna be pretty easy with all this fog.
Yeah, let's climb down. I have a disguise kit if you want that. I could probably get away with being a druid
Again.
in there.
Nobody can see us.
Yeah. Just in case you bump into someone.
It's fine.
How far can they see ahead of them?
10 feet.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
very, very thick fog.
Okay, right. So me and Simon are going to climb down. Do you want us to do an acrobatic?
I mean, I guess at a push, maybe they could see something within 12 feet of them, but like not far beyond where the fog is.
Yeah, but isn't Simon like a literal walking torch?
This is true.
So it's considered heavily obscured, which is considered basically blinded.
Oh, okay, fantastic. Sorry.
We have no idea where
Yeah, they
we are.
wouldn't
have
be,
no idea where
they
are.
wouldn't be able to tell the difference between Dorian and say someone walking around with a torch,
Yeah, that
which
sounds
could
about
literally be anybody.
right. Yeah. Do you want me and Simon to roll to climb down this building?
Sure.
Okay, what do you want us to roll?
Athletics.
Okay.
Nope, that's Arcana. Athletics.
Dang.
I fell.
Is there a reason you're not dimension dooring?
Because I can only do it once.
It's an 11.
Uh, wow. Okay, so you guys bumbled your way down to the ground. Fortunately, it
That
doesn't
sounds
really
about right.
matter because everyone's just kind of generally trying to figure out what the fuck to do.
Yeah, right, let's go. Simon, we're gonna link arms.
You you hear some people calling, "We found it,"
Oh, fuck.
and they're in Dwarvish, of course. They're like, "Follow the sound of our voice."
Let's follow their voice.
Try to confuse them and also shout Ragnar.
Oh, okay, yeah. Do you want me to... I found... Actually, no. I found it over here. Can I shout that, Brandon? Use
Yes.
persuasion. Or performance. Would it be persuasion or performance? Because or would it be deception?
Multiple voices really confuses everyone.
Yeah. Brandon? DM, hello?
I mean, you
Got
can
muted.
do it. I don't think there's really any role that fits that because the things that convince people are oftentimes like visual cues.
Oh, okay.
Going off purely voice, I don't know that you can really.
We found it over here.
Yeah, it's over where we are.
Yeah, we're now going to make our way away from here.
basically we're just trying to go. There's one group of people over there saying it's over here, and there's us over here saying that it's over here, and it's gonna start confusing the mixed signals, you know.
Right.
Like
But what I imagine what will happen is the people that are nearest them will head toward them, and the people that are nearest you will now be heading towards you.
So now
Exactly. So
we're,
mixed
so now we're
signals.
split. Yeah, we're splitting off people now.
So it's confusing. It's just adding to the confusion. Is what I'm trying to
With
do.
a lot of shouting in the background, I assume, as well.
Probably.
That's all we'll be trying to do. Get everyone really confused as to what the fuck's really going on,
Yeah.
so that we can sneak through and get to the tavern.
You begin to hear what sounds like blasting sounds. You hear hammers and things hitting on stone.
Yeah, we're going in the right direction.
Awesome. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
For the people inside the bar, they hear the sounds of things blasting at the walls and hammering.
I'm gonna communicate with Orifit and say, "Is everything okay?"
I'm gonna begin the dial up
Would you
to
like
the...
a drink?
I'm gonna begin to dial up to Leo.
Yeah. So some things happened. It wasn't our fault.
This wasn't us, no.
No.
Hey, so about that extraction team.
Oh, I'm sorry. You dialed up.
I'm
Yeah, it's
dialing
dialed
up.
up.
Okay, so you hear the bit.
Oh my god! I just realised what that is now. It was that. Is that the snail shell from One Piece?
Absolutely not. Nope. 100% original content.
I thought Fog Cloud lasted for a minute. It's an hour. What the fuck?
That is OP.
You get on. It's like, hello, Llama Team. You've reached Belwar.
Hi. We need assistance. ASAP.
What's the nature of your emergency?
Massive crowd. Do you have a directive for massive crowd of racist dwarves currently trying to siege our tavern and everything going in haywire?
The extraction team are on their way. You really just have to kind of hold out. That's all.
Right.
They are literally with the pickaxes at our walls at this moment.
Does anyone have the ability to mold earth?
Yes.
Not to
Look.
this great of an ability.
Simon, he literally can mold
I know.
Earth, Daddy.
I know, but he can do it. He can do it so many times, and you know,
No,
I
he
also
can do
want.
it
I
forever.
also want to make it more urgent to the other guy at the other side of the phone.
Yeah, true.
Hey, so yeah, no, not to the ability that you're thinking of.
Could you ask them if we can use lethal force?
Can we use lethal force?
One moment.
Hey, Ragnar, can you see which way to the tavern it is?
Just follow the sounds of the people shouting. When we get there, we'll activate our light. Our one.
Oh fuck! I can't remember his name.
We'll activate our ones, intimidate them, and if they don't comply, stab them through the chest.
Hey, we need to know if if we're allowed to.
Yeah, but we're slowly making our way there.
If there's any legal repercussions for this.
Yeah, I don't. Well, we're protecting ourselves and the people, our wards, so we should be fine.
Oh dear.
Like I can't find the fucking thing I want. I haven't used it in so fucking long. Ah, there it is. Open it. Yeah, you please stop the flashing thing. You hear a grizzled old voice going, This is Frengmar Oromir.
Hi, friend Oromir. Nice to talk to you. Wish it could be a nicer times.
I understand you've requested an authorization for the use of lethal force.
Affirmative.
Pursuant to the guidelines of L.E.O, I, as Undersecretary of Home Office, hereby authorize you to use whatever force necessary to complete your mission.
Fantastic. I'm going to light up my one now.
Thank you very, very much. Do we have an ETA on the extraction team?
I'm not personally aware of that.
Could someone leave me a message at some point giving me an ETA, please? Just as a general request.
Understood.
Thank you very, very much. Have a nice day.
Right. I'm going to inform the people inside. RFA, can you raid me?
Orifere here.
Lethal force has been authorized. Llama Teen 6. We're a go.
Orifere's just like, we needed authorization?
Apparently.
This is, you know, diplomatic stuff could happen. I don't know.
Get the
Hard.
lovebirds out of bed. Prepare them at the walls. You've got incoming.
A lot of incoming. I think you can hear it.
Bravo 6 going dark.
Bravo 6 going dark. And just turn off the earring.
Just then, a fireball bursts through the front door of the tavern.
Isn't the front door blocked?
Or not the front door, the front window. This oh my god, please stop the flashing. This kind of patio area here.
Okay.
Nice.
Right.
I can confirm they have magic users in their midst.
They have anti-magic. Oh, we don't know this.
Ozan. You notice next to you, along the wall, there seems to be some sort of kind of wavy distortion beginning to form.
Guys, you might want to aim your weapons at the wall.
Yeah.
Point lug towards the door. Towards the wall. Get your gisser and blah blah blah.
As it begins to build, you see a portal beginning to form.
Oh, let's hope those are good guys.
I'm gonna quickly remove the infusion from the gloves of thievery and put it into my crossbow. A new infusion into my crossbow, so I have repeating shots.
Okay. Just then, you see a small figure roll out, dressed all in black.
Yes.
He has like these green goggles over his eyes, and you can see his his mustache kind of protruding out from
Brandon,
the face mask.
what is his name? Brandon, please tell me his name.
He doesn't. Names aren't useful here.
God, is he not like some sort of Sam Fisher ripoff?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, green goggles, black suit.
We don't steal the whole thing, Tom.
Just 90% of it. That's all.
Yeah.
And you can see that in white embroidered on his chest is the L.E.O emblem.
You're safe now. Come through the door.
He looks around, and you see him reach up to his eyes. He calls out, "All clear."
All clear. Move in.
And you see you see about 5 people. You see 5 more people coming through, including an elf. Is like, he kind of looks you over. He's like, "Is this everyone?"
This isn't
Chris.
even half.
No, everyone has been rounded up downstairs. Don't worry.
Yeah, we told Orifid to do that.
Yeah.
And Lug.
Right. Okay, so more or less everyone is here. It's like, that was a lot more than I was expecting.
We did say about 100.
All right, I'm gonna responding. Okay, how is the situation back on home base, Orifir?
I thought we were going dark. I
You
don't
got-
even
yeah,
know
that
what
was
it
a
means.
joke.
You guys went dark.
That was
I
a
don't know
joke.
what this darkness means. Everything is dark. I don't like it.
Orifir, what is the situation?
Just then you can hear in the background, someone yelling out, "Well, don't just stand there, move!"
Okay, looks like they're safe. I suggest, Dorian, that we make our way to the cart place, make sure it's okay and our carts are okay.
The cart place is like many blocks away,
Yes.
Yeah, we'll be fine for 200 feet and then we'll
and
disappear.
you're walking with a living torch.
Oh,
Yes.
that's true.
Sorry.
Simon, I have this
don't
disguise
understand.
kit. Do you mind if I disguise you?
Fuck
Siri,
off,
go
Google.
away.
Sorry if I upset you. If you want to send feedback, say, okay, Google, send feedback.
Okay, right. We'll be there soon then.
Goddamn automatic responses on the earrings.
How far away are we, Brandon?
At the moment, still outside. That's the important bit.
Hey Siri, what should we do?
Hey, 69.
You guys are 69 feet away.
Fuck. Right. Yeah. Could you? Okay, I'm gonna make radio in. Orifir, could you tell us where the base is that they're taking you to? Me and the torch are gonna have to go hide and meet you there.
No one has actually asked that question.
They haven't had time.
They're kind of like they all have like weapons brandished. You see them kind of like securing a line against where the door is coming in. They're launching a counteroffensive. Meanwhile, you got a couple more who are like directing all of the people through the portal.
Okay. That's helpful. Fuck. Simon. No, Dorian.
Come,
Could
we
you-
we need to. I know they're all crowding around most of the two sides of the tavern. If you get to the other side, I can stone shape away for it.
Yeah, but 69 feet. We're not gonna get there in time.
That's a sprint. That's sprint distance. That's 1 turn. That's 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like seriously,
Oh,
though, that's like
fine.
it's like it'll take you a couple seconds, assuming you don't trip.
It's not
Okay,
meters.
Well,
it's seconds.
well,
it's
we are arm in arm, so it'll be about, I don't know, 20.
It's fine.
Yeah.
We just need to get through the wall and we can make our way through.
Right. Yeah. Okay, let's do that then. We'll see you there.
This isn't exactly how I imagined this going, but I'm enjoying it so far.
I'm surprised we haven't come across any adversity.
We kind of have.
Oh yeah.
You kind of have, but people are just kind of bumbling around through the fog. They're mostly trying to get to where the action is.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Our plan worked. Sweet.
It did. It actually did work.
It sort of worked, yeah.
We did good work, Simon.
It wasn't quite what I was hoping for, but at the same time,
It worked.
it did something else.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, the wall starts to begin to give way, but then you see one of those people that came through. They begin to kind of basically shape the floor to come up and increase the barrier.
Holy shit, it's tough.
Or they just got stone shape.
That too.
Probably.
They're an
that.
earthbender.
I mean, if you have like mold earth, you're basically an earthbender.
Yeah, I have molten, so I'm technically a lava bender.
Like mold earth is like literally you can move a 5-foot cube of earth,
Yeah, man.
which is
Strenuous.
insane.
You can just keep doing it as well, which I love.
Right, okay.
In
Are we in?
in the other campaign when we were in the arena, they used mold earth to basically create walls to impede
Oh,
the
damn.
movement of the people who were attacking them, and it allowed them to take cover and shit. It was great.
That's amazing. Oh, dear. But here we are, bumbling around.
Yeah, well, we're nearly there.
make me a roll me a
I thought you were
dexterity.
gonna say cake then.
Okay, yeah, yes.
Make
Bake
me
cake
a
very
cake,
quickly.
I mean, I can totally
There
do
we go.
it.
I got 16.
I got a 1.
Am I carrying his weight?
Basically,
Just dragging him along.
it's a good
No,
thing
no.
we were locked together. Otherwise, you
Yeah.
probably would have lost Dorian.
Nah, he falls over. I'm like, fuck it. Put him on my shoulders. Piggyback time.
I'm just imagining Paul will learn fireman carry.
Yeah, I'm just like, no, it's piggyback. You're on my shoulders. And you're just like, what's going on?
What? Sure, this works.
Right, we're at the wall.
Okay, so you make it to the wall.
It's Dorian.
I cast the stone shape
Okay.
and make the wall quickly move into a hole to let us fall through and hopefully close up afterwards. I don't think I can do that. Yeah, it's just one action. It's just instantaneous. So it just the wall opens up.
We just fall through it. Ow.
Some of the Spec Op people were just about to start shooting you to death.
Yep.
Yeah, just like, whoa.
And Orpheus like, no wait, well, they're ours. And
Sorry for the
then,
rich intrusion.
another one of them seals up the hole behind you.
Thank you.
bro. Sorry, we had to
Yeah,
we
the
had to
folk-
cause a distraction.
Fog's me. Sorry about that. Apparently this lasts for an hour. Wasn't quite expecting that.
Honestly, it probably helped you.
Yeah,
so.
and probably helped a lot of other people that were in this area. I hope they've got out.
At this point, most of the people have kind of gone through.
Let's wait until everyone gets through first before we go through.
You hear from the outside a kind of loud explosion. But it's not at your building. And then you start to hear what could only be described as the sound of a building falling.
Yep. So they're crushing a building into our building.
Oh, fuck.
That's amazing.
Look, Earth Daddy.
Object.
Oh, damn. You then start to hear the sounds of crashing from above.
Uh-oh.
As what you can only guess is the sound of parts of the roof giving way.
I guess everyone should die. Everyone who's here should die for the portal now.
Yeah.
It's
How
now
many
or
more
never.
people?
Yep.
How many
no
more...
time for order. Everyone,
Yeah.
move now!
Everyone go.
Lug's just slowly holding his shield up, just like holding Earth Daddy as well. Preparing.
All right. You leap through the portal. And as you burst through on the other side, you find yourself standing in what appears to be some kind of mushroom grove.
Oh, for fuck's sake, would this have been where the fucking Rose would have taken us?
And you around you can see like the entire place seems to be made out of some kind of silvery white stone. The very delicate architecture of it looks a little bit familiar, like you may have seen this before from a distance.
Are we in the capital?
And you see like
Wait.
you basically just like,
Oh god, no, not this place again.
what place again are you talking about?
This is the hotel, isn't it?
No.
No. The hotel is dwarven architecture made
Yeah,
out of stone and wood and like
This is very elven.
yes.
You can tell because it's no longer big and grand, but very curly and elegant.
Yeah.
Well, it's still big and grand, but
But not like
not
big,
like
grand,
oversized. It's grand in terms of the whole composition, but it's very intricate and very artful.
We're in either an elven area or a fey area.
And as finally, a chunk of stone that comes through the portal, and you see some people who you assume had been creating the portal begin to stop their ritual and dispel it.
Fuck.
As they stand up, you can tell from the delicate nature of them that they are probably elves, but they seem to be wearing like some kind of face covering.
Cool. Did we bring our prisoner through? Or did we just leave him to die?
Your
Probably
prisoner...
left him to die.
Oh yeah, I'm assuming you probably left him there.
It was kind of like everything was going on.
Yeah. Rip prisoner.
Oh well. He had a
So
building
that
collapse.
was a
What way
dwarf.
to
That
die.
was a dwarf and dwarf hate crime. That one. The dwarves killed him.
Yep. Not our fault. Still the dwarves.
No, no. The building fell apart. It was their fault.
Okay, so. I mean, you're authorized.
Exactly.
It wasn't us who killed him. It was the dwarves who killed him.
We were ready to kill.
The dwarves didn't have authorization. We had a license to kill, not them.
Shall we leave it there? Because my dog's getting very antsy.
It has been like 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Brandon, what's all this yellow stuff that's been drawn?
That's
The random yellow squares.
that's probably Chris being Chris.
Oh, okay.
As you look out beyond, you can still see the grand, intricate stone ceiling of Stone Rod itself.
Okay.
Which means the only place you could reasonably be is
It's
the Elven Embassy.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Essentially.
So we're
Great.
exactly where we wanted to go. Sweet.
Yeah.
The one of the spec up guys. Oh, did everyone make it?
Can we do a head count?
I hope.
Oh,
it's
rather
all
than the prisoner. Oh well, who cares?
Nah, it doesn't matter.
I see my thing is doing that thing again. That's fun. Alright, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so you're now in the Elven Embassy. You hear one of the people remarking, that's a good job, there's that Fey gate there.
Very good job.
I'm gonna walk up to our lovely Chris and punch him in the face.
Why?
Because he could have asked.
Yeah, you should have asked.
Look, he can only think of so many things at a time.
Are you saying that his brain is small?
No, I'm saying that you can't expect one person to conceive every single thing necessary.
Hey, on the
That's
plus
why
side,
most of what we do is group activity.
Yeah,
on the
that's
plus
true.
side, on the very big plus side, our carts are probably diverted.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Just then, Dorian has a
ping.
kind of a glow thing kind of coming out of his bag.
Oh.
As he reaches inside, he sees that it's coming from his receipt from the warehouse.
No, no.
Cool.
And
Glowing.
as he opens it, it begins to reshape itself through some sort of sending spell. And it reads out, "We apologize for the inconvenience. Due to conditions beyond the control of our company, we will be unable to fulfill your delivery at this time. At your nearest convenience, please return to the location. We will have secured your property there, and you may arrange for delivery at a later date.
Fantastic.
Oh, the
Simon, our plan worked.
Yep, it worked perfectly.
And we still have a GTFO flower. Yay.
Yay! We can. Oh, that'll be an easy way for us to teleport back to the Dwarven Kingdom in 3 years.
If we're within the radius, because it's probably more than this one.
Well, again, the rule of the flower is it takes you to the nearest Fey Gate.
Oh, the nearest one. Sorry, didn't realise.
Yeah.
I thought it was
So
just this particular one.
Essentially, what happens is it creates, much like what they were doing here, is it creates a portal that goes through the Feywild without actually stopping there and then redirects.
So it's hyperspace.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
I was thinking, Warhammer.
Yeah, the warp.
The warp.
Yeah, that's more.
The Sea of Souls.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. But yeah. Yeah, you are currently in the Elven Embassy.
What a great place to end this. We
Mission
actually
success,
survived.
guys. High five, Ragnar.
Yeah.
You managed to not be sieged to death.
Yeah.
I'm
And we
gonna be honest, wasn't expecting what happened to happen, but I guess I didn't
what
really
me
know
and
what
Simon
to expect.
Dimension doing up, smoking the area, gassing out people, and making people get thunderclaps.
If I'm completely honest, I really had no idea what to expect or what was going to happen.
Always expect the unexpected with us, or with any D&D session. I feel.
Well, that's also kind of why I couldn't really, I didn't really want
Predict
to
anything.
like make places or anything because like
Yeah.
there's no telling
I'm
where the fuck you guys would end up.
Mm.
Yeah. All right.
All right, but we will call it there.
Great
Aye, aye.
success, guys.
We managed to move from one part of the city to the other.
And technically, we didn't kill anyone.
Yeah, we didn't actually.
Technically, we didn't kill anyone.
That is
Someone's
a new
dead.
record.
Someone's dead, but it's not because of us.
Yeah, you guys managed to not directly cause the death of anybody.
Now we just made them all throw up. And
I'm going to be perfectly honest. If I had Fireball, I would have fireballed the shit out of that place at the center.
Oh, you should have asked me to come along then.
Hmm?
oh yeah, Simon, you should have fireballed the stinking cloud because I'm sure it's. I think it's fireproof.
Fireproof?
No, not fireproof.
You think it's flammable?
Flammable?
Is it not flammable?
I don't
No,
know.
I should check.
It would
It's
probably
not
say in
flammable.
the spell. Yeah, okay. it's
Yeah, I
not flammable.
don't think it is.
It's like the only thing I know of that's really flammable like that is like, well, alcohol, the phlogiston.
Yeah. On a failed save, the creature spends turn retching and reeling.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's flammable. That would have been cool if it was though.
That would have
Yeah,
been
it's not-
hilarious, but no.
We could have just set them all to light.
But genuinely, I would have just cast a 4th level fireball. Just 96 fire damage to everyone there.
Just fireball, only fireball. Only fireball.
I see
Sorry,
you've
no.
also seen Joe Cat.
Right.
10d6.
Right.
Fireball,
I,
fireball fixes every problem.